Wow, what an intro. I mean, what an amazing introduction. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Rachel's Ghost. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what it is. I'm up against right now one of the biggest channels in the vinyl community, a legend, and very big in Japan, for what I understand. Tokyo Brian's broadcasting right now. So you want to check out Brian's show. He's a good boy. We love Brian. Anyway, welcome aboard our first person in today watching us as a guest is Nick Rudeau. Nick Rudeau, we love you. Uh, I heard that song on Sirius XM. Isn't that a great song? The Book of Love, and it's called Boy. I'm not a boy. I want to be where the boys are, but I'm not allowed. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Psycho Platter's in the house under his old moniker of Psycho Odge 67. Psycho Odge. Welcome aboard, lad. Good to see you here.
Psycho DJ.
Psycho DJ. Oh, Psycho Odge. I was thinking something of this is very creative. Psycho Odge. Boy, what an episode. If you missed it last episode, fortunately, we keep a short list of recent video presentations on hand where you can go back and look over some of the hijinks that we get up to on this program. We had emotions were high, emotions were supercharged, you might even say. We had Rick Dolan, call him Rick. I think it's kind of cool, right? It's got an edge on it, Rick. So we had Rick in, and he was up. He was going head to head with a fellow. This is a young talent from England, known as Spring Hill Jim. Mark Morris in the house, ladies and gentlemen. You love the Beatles. You love the Beatles. There is a tag. You know, it's tag season. It was only February. So anyway, there is a Beatles tag you can get all involved with and support Mark Morris. He's hosting it this year. I think it's fantastic. Speaking of fantastic, a new album is out. It's out, available now on compact disc, digital download, all that good stuff from Mark Anthony K, aka Project Gemini. And so this is, this is like his 7th or 8th album. I mean, he is getting up there with the releases. I've got a whole Project Gemini section in my record collection. I got a whole bunch of them. Simon, welcome aboard. Always happy to have you here. Are you bad at YouTubing? Are you a bad YouTuber? Holy smokes. What controversy happened? I missed the lot John Lennon you did. It was a reference. It was actually, I thought it was, are you my main man? Are you now? T-Rex, but it's actually the Ballrooms of Mars. Ballrooms of Mars. You know there's Ballrooms on Mars? Well, there was with T-Rex to see our good friend Mark Boland, T-Rex, and it was the Ballroom of Mars. So whoever put that comment in last week, I was trying to remember what song it is, but there's a line in it, right? It says, John Lennon knows your name, and I've seen his. And the idea behind that, the theme, was that our world, I feel, 40 and I had a little banter about all this kind of thing. But it was kind of, I feel that celebrity, it's a lot easier to connect and interact with, quote, celebrity, musical, movie, whatever your medium may be, with the gods, the rock gods. So you can hang out with them and talk to them. Maybe not hang out with them so much, but you can sure interact and talk to them. And they know your name. They may know, you know, I wonder sometimes which celebrity, because we put a lot of Beatles stuff, you know, if Ringo's a regular watcher, I can picture Ringo watching. Yeah, oh, I've got to watch Rachel today. Yeah, Barbara, can I have my hot toddy Rachel's on? So anyway, you know, anything's possible. Every day is like Sunday, but I'm not a boy. Spring Hill Jim, this young talent, he's done a thing. Did you were you able to re-upload it with better stuff. I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad boy. Were you able to do your, I'm a bad YouTuber. Every day is like this. Jim, were you able to fix the audio? It was a very nice documentary. Jim, talented lad that he is from the great county of York, is fantastic. Hey, any luck on getting the Liberals back on the show? No, not at all. They are so fucking butthurt. Probably from all the rumple activity that they're enjoying. We're just not seeing them. And that's fine. Okay. One thing I'm big about is choice. I've always said I'm pro choice, which is kind of cool. Do you know what? I've got my producer here. When you get a chance, producer. You mean intern? Intern. Could you grab me a beautiful cup of coffee to share with these young folks? Captain Spaulding, we love you, Cap. We love you dearly. Captain Spaulding, legendary Captain Spaulding, the first guy ever to really open up the whole exciting world of, what do they call auctions? He did an auction and gave birth to little Annie Orphan and all sorts of stuff kind of going on. Okay, I'll up the narration and then I'll re-upload it. Thanks for your feedback. Okay, so have you or are you going to do so? When you do so, I will give you a shout out, Jim, and I will tell people to watch your very interesting and informative and delightfully entertaining biopic, little brief bio piece you did on the legendary James Mason. I love James Mason. He's from York, He never wanted to return to the old town. He tried to get away, but eventually he did. Okay, Grasshopper, my Beatle tag is premiering tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Head over to the Grasshopper show. He's got a couple of Beatles things. Pretty funny. There is a new version. What's shaking? I'm shaking all over, man. Shaking all over. What's that? Johnny Kidd and the Pirates? Here it is. Mark Morris, folks. Beatles people. Beatles people. Here's your Beatles tag 2026. Check it out. Grok, for those of you that like artificial intelligence or enjoy the experience of interacting with it, Grok 4.2 beta has been released, and so it's available on the desktop. I went looking for it on my phone. It's not yet ready for phones. But apparently the AI is that much quicker, that much faster, that much more on the ball. This stuff grows from strength to strength. So I'm excited about that. I want to get that going. And so I love it. I'm excited about it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we actually get 12 high quality classical reissues coming out this month. Classical music enthusiasts. Vivaldi. Verdi's always creeping from her room. Ooh. 12 high quality classical reissues this month. Finally, some amazing records. All the musicians on our panel will be discussing them tomorrow on the classical show. Please join them. There's streamers. There's people out streaming. I'm always streaming that my dreams will come true. Isn't that fantastic? I finally watched the Beatles anthology this weekend. Great. I haven't seen the latest Beatles anthology. I haven't seen it. I'm hoping it'll come out on physical media, where I live. I'd love to have a 4K, a beautiful 4K transfer of it. Would be lovely. The best shaken all over was the Guess Who with Chad. What was his Chambers? Chad. Who is the original singer for it? Chad Allen. Boy, whoa. Elderly. I pulled that out. Speaking of rumps, pulled that one out. 40 was brilliant on the Mayo movie show last night. Oh, I'm so glad those guys hooked up. Do you know we got Joe, a subscriber, a young kid came in and He said, "I really loved the conversation with 4D and Joe Mayo." I said, "Well, you got a couple of good guys right there." So anyway, that's really good. I know someone who loves classical. Well, send him over to Anthony's show. Anthony's very knowledgeable about classical music, and he's got a great program. He's a great guy. We love him. Hmm. Anyway, well, there is a lot of brilliancies. What do we got? Good boys and sassy girls at today's episode title. So it's kind of interesting the dynamics that go on with all the characters trying to move along. But Jim, I can only encourage you with this new direction. It's not a new direction entirely. You've done stuff like this before. But if you want to straighten up and fly right, and I encourage you to do so, you are going to be a very popular young YouTuber. You'll blow the hell out of my numbers. You got the looks, you got the a charming personality, knowledgeable. I think you're ticking all the boxes. So, so settle down, straighten up, fly right, and I think you're going to do very well for yourself. Okay, I heard about this. Rachel, any thoughts on the latest adaptation of Wuthering Heights? Of course, now I always get my Bronte sisters, speaking of Yorkshire, there's Emily, Charlotte. Is this Charlotte? I think this is Charlotte. Charlotte Bronte, Wuthering Heights, Heathcliff. It's me, it's Kathy. Margot Robbie have they put Margot Robbie in Wuthering Heights? Holy smokes. Well, you should be, Jim. You should be. You check all the bugs. Okay, Nick Rideau. I watched the new Wuthering Heights. I hated it, but I've not read the book. You got to read the book. The book is absolutely horrific when you think a young female wrote this, and I think a young teenage girl wrote it, Wuthering Heights, about a young governess, and she goes out to this ancient house on the moors. It's Sue's favorite book. So I've seen different iterations of Wuthering Heights. We've seen a few different adaptations of it, but I've heard the new one is not great. But I don't know why it's not great yet. Charlotte wrote Jane Eyre. Okay, so Charlotte wrote Jane. I like Jane Eyre, and I actually personally prefer Jane Eyre over Wuthering Heights, but I like them both. They're both great works of art, literature, towering. I've read them both. As a matter of fact, Jane Eyre, I don't want to give any, spoilers, but there is a death that occurs in the Jane Eyre book, and it just brings a little tear to your eye. The sweetness and the gentleness and the Christian charity of the young person in question, it's just bring a tear to your eye. Okay. More love, not so much hate, Rachel. I don't know, man. Who is it in Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing? Remember the guy, he comes in, he's got the rings on, love, hate. You make your pick. Take your pick, love and hate. It's a dichotomy. It's it's a dualistic world in which we live, Yvonne. There is light and darkness, good and evil, life and death. It's all there. Can't have one without the other. But yeah, in a perfect world, sure, more love. But what is love? You got to define love for me. What do you think love is, Ivan? Sometimes people think it's not loving to discipline a young boy like Jim, to say, no, Jim, straighten up and fly right. Somebody say, oh, you're hurting Jim. But that's not necessarily true. Okay. Amanda has joined us. I'm always happy to see Amanda here with us all, having fun. I love our show. This show is so great because we never know where the hell it's going to end up, right? We know where it's going to start. I'm going to start pontificating about one thing or the other. I remember that in the movie Do the Right Thing. Yeah, it's in there. I own a 4K copy of Do the Right Thing. Spike Lee, good movie. Danny Aiello, the late great Danny Aiello's in there. Of course, Spike Lee himself is in there. It's a good movie. Who else is in there? Who plays the DJ? Tell me who plays the DJ. Jesse Jackson. We lost Jesse. Oh, Jesse. Ladies and gentlemen, legendary civil rights activist Jesse Jackson has passed. Wow. Dave, I'm so glad you're back. I had a huge fight with that is my Dave the pickup artist. What? Read his name. Dave the prick? That's not my Dave the pickup artist. What is this all about? Why would you say that about Dave the pickup artist? Hurtful. Jim goes, I do appreciate Sue's tough love approach. That's right, Jim. Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike. Moonstruck was right. Moonstruck was good. I like that movie. And oh, you know what? Was it Samuel L. Jackson that played the DJ? A young Samuel L. Jackson that done that in Do the Right Thing. Rachel, I'm so happy with figure skating from well, that's exactly what you might say, Yvonne. Now, what is it about figure skating that appeals to a young buck such as yourself? I know you can do the splits, so that may be a part of the draw. Are there much splitting in the figure skating? Let me know, even. Amanda, hi, Amanda. Good to have you here. Sad Bums. Hi, Sad Bums. Hi, little sad bum. I like Spike Jonze movies. Yeah, Spike Jonze is talented. He's funny. Spike Jonze, talented guy. Okay. Anyway, recipes, civil rights activist Jesse Jackson. Oh, Jesse. Yes, rest in peace, Jesse. He's passed on. You know, he's a bit of a legend, that guy. He's been around. Cultural icon. Cultural icon. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, wow, big name right there. So, okay, yeah, good boys, sassy girls. Oh my gosh, I'm really working hard on bringing Jim around because I think I really see this young buck as the heir apparent. You know, we all look at who's going to take over. I'm getting elderly. I'm going to be 68 this month. And you got to be thinking, who's going to take over? Who has the chops? I think it's got to be Jim, Spring Hill Jim. And so I'm mentoring this young talent. And because at one time, there was a point in time when everybody thought it's going to be big Ian. Ian's going to do it, you know, from, where's Ian from? Northamptonshire. Yeah, I think he's from, no, he's from Derby. He's from Bladen, Derbyshire. Yeah, but he's in the States. No, not Big Ian, but Ian, you know, blimey, have you ever been to Windsor? Ian, rank of the obscure. Some thought that. I'm your protege, Rach. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Jim. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I see a lot of potential for you, young buck. Okay. Okay, sad bums. Rob's here. Oh, who? Oh. Jim is an heir apparent to a rat's ass. Okay, hold on, Rob. That is not the kind of comment I wanted to hear from you when I'm trying to encourage this young talent. For the love of God. Rachel, is there anything on the record store day list you find appealing? Yeah, one thing and one thing only. Data. Get data, man. Get this thing. El Subliminoso. El Subliminoso. El Subliminoso. Joey Kelly, we just had him up this past Sunday. Super good. Intergalactic superstar. Angelo Kelly. I love following Angelo on the Instagram because most of it is like, Guten Tag, and it's speaking Slacken Sturgens. It is really good. It says, and you know, but he'll do some talk rapping, you know, with the kids. Speaking of Germans, okay, well, let's bring them on. Okay, we don't get Rob, I guess. It's unfortunate. We get young, but protege. Jim, you were controversial last episode, obviously. You were. Here's where I feel cut to the quick. When you talk about my cut penis, like when you go, oh, you cut your penis off and you're all wacky, I got to tell you, okay, is there a fixation on my former member? Are you fixated and think, do you go to bed at night, you put your little hand next to your sweet cheek, which I don't think has been touched by a single hair, and you lie down on your pillow and you go, I wonder what Rachel's penis would be doing right now if it were still alive. Go
Can
ahead.
I offer an apology for that?
Okay.
Because I am as Morrissey said, I am human and I need to be loved. Okay.
Wow. You
And
are
I'm
loved.
feeling, and I wish I could take that back. That comment.
It's okay. I just want to address it. We're family here. Okay.
But
You're
I
like the
mentioned
nephew I
4D.
never had and I always wanted.
I mentioned 4D was on Mayo's last night,
Yeah.
and we were talking about film scores. And I have this 45. It's Japanese.
It does look Japanese, Jim.
Yeah. And it's from 1964. It's a film called The Moon Spinners. And Hayley Mills is the star. I actually met Hayley and she signed it. To Archie, love Hayley Mills. And the reason I mention this is because 4D, I think I might have mentioned the composer Ron Grainer. Okay. And he actually composed the B-side.
Okay, am I in backwards? Hang on, Jim. I got to make you mirror you. When it's Japanese, I don't always get it right. There's young Hayley. Now, what film is this from?
Well, the Moon Spinners from 1964.
Okay.
It's filmed on the Greek island of Crete. Oh. And I often refer to this as a kind of, it's a Disney attempt at the Hitchcock formula, you know, stolen jewels, romance, that kind of thing. And I've always liked it. And I met Hayley last year and she signed it.
I always loved her too. You know, I loved her in The Parent Trap because, you know, I was a little kid in the 60s, Jim. And so there was Hayley. And so you kind of identified with Hayley, even though she was much older than me. You know, she was like a teenager when I'm like, you know, a little tyke, you know. What year was Hayley born? You know a lot of stuff. Do you know offhand, if we were to guess?
Offhand, I'd probably say early, mid-40s, 1940s.
Simon, do not say stuff like this. Very hurtful. You're
I thought maybe 4D would be here. Because
he's sleeping.
Is he sleeping? I mentioned the film Take a Girl Like You, which also stars Hayley Mills.
Yes.
And he said he'd bought the soundtrack. This is the soundtrack. The title song is by the Foundations, who you might remember.
Okay. I know that they did Build Me Up Buttercup.
Yeah. So they did the title track. And it's, if you like labels, it's on Pi.
Yeah, Pi, of course.
But they're
Pi. Those guys had the Kinks. The Kinks Pi albums where the Kinks were on Pi. Jim, this is a strong showing from a young boy like you. This is fantastic.
See, am I backward? Because the screen is showing my appearance as backwards. Is kind of.
But you're not to us now. We fixed that. You look great.
Okay.
So we're going to get Rob up very shortly. I don't want to leave him out there in the swamps.
Just quickly,
we love him.
Rachel, correct me if I'm wrong.
I will.
A kind of childhood favorite of yours was the film Darby O'Gill and the Little People.
Darby O'Gill and the Little People. Not really a favorite. I'm more of the no-mobile, but I get Darby O'Gill. I mean, I know where it's coming from, but I'm more of a no-mobile, ma'am.
With Walter Brennan.
No-mobile. With Walter. Let's all go to the no-mobile, the no-mobile. And it's a happy song. Maybe we'll play it later. Anyway, keep going, Jim.
And also,
Darby O'Gill and the Little People.
Children in that film were the Mary Poppins kids.
Yes, they were. And the young little fella, he died tragically young, Jim, as you probably know.
Yeah, that was sad. But anyway,
I want you to do a whole thing on him like you're done with, you know, done with James Mason. Do the same thing with him.
If you're a 007 fan, this will be very interesting. I don't know where I'm showing.
You look to put it in front of your face and you're guaranteed to have it on camera. Yeah, you're guaranteed to have it in frame.
So Sean Connery and Janet Monroe, sang the song "Pretty Irish Girl" in the film, and then they later recorded it, and it was released as a single.
Yes.
So that's.
I can't imagine it doing.
This
I
is
can't
French.
imagine it doing that well, Jim,
Say again.
on the singles charts.
This. Well,
I can't imagine it.
Yeah, well, bearing in mind that's pre-Bond, so Sean Connery was an unknown. No one knew who he was. And he
well, so, okay. So what year? What year is that, Jim?
Say it again.
What year is that?
59.
59. Yeah. So we're still 62. Doctor, no, we're still a couple of years out from when Chumps becomes big.
Yeah. So he was relatively unknown at the time. Yeah. I don't know how many films he'd made before Darby O'Gill, but then obviously shortly after that, Cubby Broccoli.
Yeah.
Spotted.
What I find is interesting is he done Marnie at the top of the height of the pond.
The Hitchcock.
Yeah, he done Marnie right at the height.
Yeah. There are a few of those Hitchcock films that sort of fly under the radar or that fell through the cracks, shall we say?
Yes.
Have you heard of Torn Curtain?
Torn Curtain? Now, I've seen the Torn Curtain.
Yeah.
So we've seen the Torn Curtain.
Julie Andrews. But the thing is, Hitchcock was very particular about his leading ladies.
Tippi had problems, from what I understand, Jim.
Yeah, but I don't think he was quite happy with Julie Andrews for whatever reason. She wasn't blonde. Maybe that was why.
He had a thing for blondes.
Yeah.
Jim, your knowledge is like next level on this. And the kitchen sink dramas, all the rest of young Dirk Bogarde. I'd love to see you do something on Dirk, his closeted life and his lifelong companion, another actor, of course. And it's just amazing. And I loved him in, he was one of the doctor in the house sort of thing. He was wonderful in the film.
And actually, Brigitte Bardot's first British film was The Doctor at Sea with Dirk Bogarde.
And who was it? Who was James Robertson Justice? I loved him.
Yeah, he was a good character actor. Yeah, I mean, I really loved him as Little John.
Little John and the Robin Hood mythos.
Robin Hood with Richard Todd.
Robin Hood, yes. The famous at the bridge.
Yeah, I was going to mention Rachel. I forgot what I was going to say.
It's okay. There's a lot of pressure on the big show. From what I understand, we're going up against Tokyo O'Brien right now.
Well, yeah,
obviously there's a lot of heat. Holy smokes. Okay. Hey, Dave's here. Dave, I worked hard with the producer. We had a big fight. Dave, I'm so glad you're back, buddy. Dave, the comedic stylist, Dave, the pickup artist, he's back with us. Dave, have a great, it's great. Jim, there's no such thing as a bad boy. This is another example. Now, Dave's no spring chicken anymore. He's been around the block a couple of times, but his comedic stylings, they are really often. What's going on here? What did you do to Dave? My producer, hold on, Jim. I'm having words with my Sue. You didn't block Dave or anything, did you? Okay, good. No blocking. For the love of God.
Here now, then if he watches it later on sort of catch up, he'll see this. We discussed companies like the BFI and Studio Canal,
British Film Institute.
Yeah, they do great restoration work, but we both sort of shared the thought that there are lots of neglected films that haven't been restored and perhaps aren't available on physical media.
Oh,
not easily accessible on physical media, but instead you get the constant kind of special editions of films that have been available for a very long time. But
that's true. Okay, here's 4D now.
I've broken that rule, shall we say. This is fantastic. It's the Servant special edition.
You know what? I want this movie. Yeah. I want to see this movie. There's a Dirt
4K, by the way.
And with beautiful Sarah Miles, by the way. Lovely.
Sarah Miles, yeah, who was fantastic in Ryan's daughter.
This some people argue this is Dirk's best movie he ever done.
It certainly is, yeah. I mean, without The Servant, he would have carried on
Tour de
playing.
force.
He would have carried on playing kind of comedic roles, such as, shall we say, the Doctor in the House films, or he
like more lighter fare,
light-hearted stuff. Yeah, he was a matinee idol.
Yeah,
and he put his career on the line when he made a film called Victim, which was about a homosexual barrister.
Very difficult to do.
Well, not in 1961.
We saw that film as well.
Did you
Sue
see
and
it?
I watched that one. We've seen that. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, in 1961, when homosexuality was a crime, it was such a career. It was almost career suicide to play a gay character.
It was very difficult, especially
if it wasn't for Victim, he'd never have been able to do films like this.
Yeah. Okay, what was the other one? I love this. The lady was a tiger or something, or
Sleeping Tiger.
The Sleeping Tiger, Dirk Bogarde. That's another good one.
Yeah,
isn't that a good one?
Yeah, you know, the filmmaker who did The Servant and who did Sleeping Tiger, Joseph Losey. He was American, but he came over to England during that McCarthy era, where there was a massive witch hunt.
Yeah, he could have been blacklisted. He might have been a commie bastard.
Anti-communism kind of witch hunt.
Yeah,
and he had to use a pseudonym. I think Victor.
That's kind of weird, though, Jim. When you think about anti-communism, witch hunt. I mean, is it even possible?
Well,
I just don't see it.
And he had to use it on The Sleeping Tiger. He's credited as Victor Hanbury.
Well, they had to do this to hide the names.
Yeah,
because they're blacklisted in order to get anything go.
Exactly.
Okay, Nick Riddell, I'd rather watch AGK show Bond books.
AGK, what's he up to these days?
Well, he's an actress.
Oh, in sort of naughty films. Yeah.
He's a dancer, an exotic dancer.
Yeah. So,
dancing, entertaining men.
If you're out there for 4D, I would recommend this.
Okay, hold on. I recommend it.
Collector's edition. I know, you know, this has already been released several times on physical media over the years, but this got a box.
I got to get that.
Put together by Studio Canal. It's well worth it, and I recommend.
Okay.
It. Yeah.
Okay. I love the recommendation, Jim. I take it to heart. It's a good film. We were talking about that. Remember, we said we should get that one, The Servant, Sue. This is the one we were talking about. Yeah. The other one, what was I thinking? The other one,
was it Accident?
Oh, you know what's out, ladies and gentlemen? By the way, just released. What's today? Tuesday. Yesterday, what's his name? Anderson's Thunderbirds. I believe it's in a beautiful Blu-ray. It costs about 200 Canadian. 200 Canadian. On 11, I think it's 11 CDs, a complete series, but it's got posters in it. It's got everything. If you love Thunderbirds, and believe you me, I do. My favorite Thunderbird was Thunderbird 2. Always loved Thunderbird 2. They had the different ones. I go, that's my favorite one. Just when I was a little kid. What's that?
Robert Altman, did he do those?
Did Robert Altman do Thunderbirds? No,
who did
it was Jerry Anderson. Anderson on Thunderbirds.
I think I'm confused with someone else.
Mr. and Mrs. Jerry Anderson. Jim, you're such a young boy. You don't know it. But I'm going to tell you something about Thunderbirds. They're puppets. And boys love puppets. One thing I can tell you is boys love puppets. Anyway, Jim, we're going to move the show along. I love you. I have so much hope for you. And I expect you to be, when I go, and it's going to be soon, you're taking over. You're my heir apparent.
I will go, Rachel, but before I go.
Yes. Before you go.
You are, and people will say, oh, he's being a sycophant. But no, you are a fantastic entertainer. Okay. I understand this is a persona. But no.
A little bit.
Rachel, I would like to think you are sincere. At times.
I am. I'm a Christian, Jim. For the love of God, we love people.
But this is a persona, and you do it really well.
Yeah.
But I genuinely think you and I have a rapport, you know?
Do you know who I have a rapport with?
Brother Brian.
This son of a... What the hell?
What the hell?
Rachel, you're bringing up like filth here.
Hold on, Rob.
Now wait a
This
minute.
is-
I'm playing here. Oh, if I flip
Rob.
this, is that
Hold on.
okay?
You're good like that. A little different.
Rob, how was
Rob,
your day?
you are here on such a special. Rob, I can't imagine. You don't plan for this. You don't plan.
Rachel, it's like squirrels fucking a doorknob.
You know, this
Rob.
this Sligamestein. You know, this Rob. I don't know what his problem is. Is he from Sligamestein? You know, they sligging him up. They sligging him up and they sligging him down, and then here you got Rob. He's Sligamestein.
Can I answer the question from Richard James?
Can you hear me? Am I
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, okay. So Richard, we sure do, Brian. Hold on. We've got Richard Simmons. Okay, ask him what he thinks of Makeup is a Lie and Notre Dame.
So these are singles from Morrissey's upcoming album. Personally, Richard, I think Makeup is a Lie was not the right choice for an initial single. Maybe Sire, the label, chose to release it. I think it was weak. Notre Dame, I really prefer. The guitars on that song are fantastic. If that had been the lead single from the album, it would have gone down well. I've heard a lot of people say it sounds like Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
Notre Dame. And of course, Morrissey, as controversial as ever, writing a track about the fire at the Paris Cathedral, insinuating it was a terrorist attack.
Quite clearly, it would
Because
not.
he's always
No
been
one would want to hurt a church. No one would want to hurt a church. Okay, we got Brother Brian with the cigar, which I like. Brian, look at you because of your camera angle. You're all tiny down there, like it's just part of your little beard, but you're still there.
Am I here? Can you see
You're
me?
here, Brian. We see you. We love you. You're on the TV. Go vertical so you can see all the children talking. Because you're on the camera.
Nothing. I can't
Rob,
see
are
nothing.
you excited? This is Brother Brian. Now, Brother
Hi,
Brian.
Rob. Hi.
Look at
Brother
there.
Brian. Hey, we're from Dayton, Ohio, all the way to say hi to Rob. Rob.
Fantastic.
Hey,
Rob, are
it's
you in the audience?
literally the worst city in Ohio.
No.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Whoa.
Brian.
Dayton really isn't that bad.
The shitty
Oh,
University of Dayton is there.
Rob,
Oh.
I don't want Rob hurt like that. That's a horrible thing. Listen, Brian, this is Rob. He's the Wax. He's very popular. Brian, remember, I still remember you stung me so bad back in the old days. You go, Rach, you'll never have 5,000 subscribers. And but eventually I was able, but now it seems like everybody's got 5,000 subscribers. Like the whole numbers game has changed a lot.
Well, you know, the good thing about you, Rachel,
Yeah.
is that you keep morphing and you're not afraid of the change.
Fuck,
know,
you
it's
got to
like-
embrace it.
You know, it's like today, fuck today. Today's a different day. We're going to just fucking
We're
do what
going
I
to do
wanna
that. We're just going to entertain the kids. And we got
Yes.
young people up.
We've got
Holy
four. I think all four of us are record collectors here. Is that correct?
Yes, we are rat
Well,
core collectors.
Question
Each
for
and every
Ray,
one of
question
us.
for Rob. Do you ever set yourself sort of challenges? I'm going to collect every record from this line or this series, whatever it might be. I'm trying to collect every Haley Mills film soundtrack.
Attaboy, Brian.
Hey, Rachel.
I've also
So you
got
got-
I have to give Jim credit
Gypsy
for one
Girl. Does
thing.
anyone remember this?
Okay, what's the credit? Listen to
I'm giving
Rob
Jim
for a
credit
second.
for this.
Ian
What's
McShane.
going on?
No one that I've come across
Yes.
in YouTube BC land
Yes.
can make anything he talks about seem uninteresting.
Rob, it's Jim's. He's sharing records and stuff.
Anyway,
I don't
As I
know.
was
He just has a
saying-
way of talking about things.
Rachel,
that
Okay,
make
Did you-
he's
Is
going
he
to
from
show us
Sligamy
what.
Stein?
can I
Did
recommend?
you
George
say he's from
Girl.
Sligamy Stein?
Rachel,
He's showing Gypsy Girl. Go
No.
ahead. What do we got,
Oh.
Jim?
the film it's based on an original story by Mary Haley Bell, who is Haley's mum, and it's directed by John Mills. I think the first film he ever directed.
Now, John Mills, of course, for those who don't know, is Haley's dad.
Yeah, and Haley actually sings the title song. But you may remember, Rachel,
Think I'm no
in
longer
the
gonna watch
early
Haley
60s,
Mills.
she had a hit
Yeah.
in the US cash box with Let's Get Together. Remember?
We love Haley.
Oh God.
No, hold on, Rob. We're all Haley fans here.
But the
Okay.
only
Hold on. There's
soundtrack,
our friend, Brother Brian says hello, everyone.
the only soundtrack I don't have is
Brother
the
Brian says hello. Okay, go
soundtrack
ahead, Jim.
from a film called A Matter of Innocence, and it was made in India, I think. With her leading man was an actor called Sashi Kapoor, and
Sashi Taco.
Kapoor, and the title song is by Matt Monro.
Matt
You remember
Monroe.
Matt
The
Monro?
Matt Monroe.
Rachel,
Rob.
I'm almost certain if Yesterday's Papers is watching,
Yes.
he might consider changing the narration voice to like an American.
Okay.
Hey, Rob, can I ask you a question?
Okay, hey, Brian, ask the question. Here we go.
Well, only one.
Okay.
No, I can ask more than one.
Okay.
No, I mean, let's talk. What kind of stereo does Rob listen to?
Okay.
I mean, you're a deep collector. I'm assuming you got a really nice stereo system.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay,
Well,
Rob,
what do you
don't be
got?
coy. Tell him listen, Brian. Rob has had a lot of guidance from a lot of heavy-handed, audiophile, knowledgeable guys that have guided this young boy. There's no such thing as a bad boy. And Rob has been guided, and he's made some very wise decisions. Rob, tell Brian what you're rocking with the old system.
Crosley, but not the suitcase kind.
Yeah, he's lying.
And
I don't see
one
it.
of those Flintstone speakers where there's a bird inside.
I blocked him too. If you can't be seen out there, you fuckers, I've blocked a whole bunch of you, okay? You libtards, you've been blocked. Brian supports me in this. He said, Rach, I don't know how you do it. I'd be blocking these fuckers. And I go, gosh, Brian, do you think I should? He says, do it. You'll feel better in the morning. And I go,
yeah,
okay,
block the motherfuckers. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Block them
I
all.
don't know where the fuck
Is
he is.
4D Man not in the chat?
And what? 4D Man's in the chat. We love him. 4D, you can come on the TV show. Holy smokes. Okay. Brian, I'm so glad to see you. Bring us up to date. What's new? Are you making content anymore? Are you doing any videos or anything like that?
I am a little bit.
Yeah. What is the topic? Are you just doing like hardware and stuff? Because you're quite knowledgeable.
I've just been putting videos up and stuff like music. I've just been downloading music.
I think the last video I saw you do was the one with the Capitol building and the yellow thing with the lightning bolt. That one. There was also one with the big. Yeah, there was also one you done with a giant. There was a giant gorilla. It was a big monkey thing, and you had that record. It was a big ape.
Oh, that was Lee Scratch Perry.
There you go. That was a good upload on your part.
The purple ape.
Rob, have you ever shown like your top 10 great monkey albums, but not the monkeys? That's kind of a clever thing. Feel free to use that idea, Rob.
Rachel, I have 10 copies of Every Which Way But Loose soundtrack.
I do too.
I love that. Clint Eastwood. And it was, what's her name? The young actress, and her dad is like his buddy and all this. He's sadly passed on now.
Well, Juliette Lewis, her father.
Juliette Lewis, great actress.
Jeffrey Lewis.
Okay.
He was in a lot of Clint Eastwood movies.
Hold on. Wait a sec, Annie. Oh, great. The piss bucket. The piss bucket.
Well, you know, that was back.
Annie.
I haven't had a drink in years. I haven't. Yeah. I mean, I'm over 4 years sober. I mean, that's how long I've been around. I mean, people remember this stuff.
Yeah. Isn't that funny, man? Brian.
Well, it was funny.
Because I like this comedy what we do here, but I am so happy about you. I can't see my comments. I see your comments. You're fine. Who? I can't see Breakfast King or Loyola. Oh, I'm in Restream. I guess he's in YouTubers. I don't know. What do I care? Okay, you're good, Breakfast King, whatever you do. So
can't
anyway,
believe I
Brian,
can't get this figured out with this.
oh, it's
Why
just
am I,
because
this computer stuff just drives me up a
I
wall.
know, man. But because you're on your phone, you have to be in the vertical to see everything. If you're on a
It's-
laptop,
There's my phone. I'm on a tablet.
well, some tablet iOS system, right? You know, like the
Yeah.
iOS, they call them the iOS.
Is it working though? Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
it's good. Fuck, it's Brian. You're a star, fucker. Come on.
Rob, what are your favorite kinds of records to collect?
Okay, good
Do you
question
look for
for Rob.
labels?
Rob,
Do you look for maybe what's on the sleeve? What is it? What do you look
let's
for?
go big on this. This is a great question.
I'll try and find records that are autographed to Archie.
Yeah, that's good.
Archie collection.
You know,
Holy smokes.
Rachel, can I
Yes,
tell you a little story about my
I love stories,
my
and I know
name.
Rob and
on
Brian
the
love
birth
stories.
certificate is Archibald. Okay, that's my actual name, Archibald.
Okay.
But
Mm.
I feel a huge affinity with Cary Grant. He was also
Archibald. He was
he was
Archibald.
Archibald Leach, and he changed his
Yes.
name. I feel like doing the same thing. I can't stand my name, Archie.
Why?
Don't
Archie's
like
a
it.
great name. There's Archie comic books, Archie Andrews.
I don't like it. I stand with Rob. I don't think it's a very nice name.
Sue's grandfather
I
was
didn't
named
say anything
Archibald.
bad about Archie.
We don't want to tell Jim that.
So
I'm
you
trying
look
to
for
encourage him to
Japanese
embrace.
45s signed to Archie. That's interesting.
Archie, that's kind of like dated though,
I
right?
didn't say that. I said
It's
anyway.
it's not
Anyway.
Archibald, for the love of God. Hi, Inferno. Yes, here we got a special guest, Jim, Brother Brian. Brother Brian, I always love when you had your religious conversion. Whoa! What is this? He's just firing up the gun. He's firing up the gun. He's a rebel. So, Brian, you've been around this old vinyl community. You've seen it in its good times, the lean, the fat. Are you aware that we're being, we got trouble with liberals right now? Mazzy has walked out. We lost Harry's music. These are incredible quality talents. We don't get them here anymore. Are they showing up on your program?
I'm
No.
sorry, sir.
Nobody shows up on my program.
I just kind of curious.
Nobody
really.
likes me, Rachel.
Oh,
I'm
bullshit.
an asshole.
Bullshit.
Ryan
I-
and Dave, Charade is a fantastic film, but Carrie actually felt he was too old to be in that film because he was playing opposite Audrey Hepburn, who was much younger than he. And he felt perhaps a younger leading man would have been better suited to that.
Jim, I got something
What
about
role?
Audrey Hepburn for you. And I think you're going to agree with me when I say Audrey Hepburn, every woman wants her. Every
Every man wants her.
year.
Every woman wants to be her.
What?
Mazzy!
Mazzy is back.
Well, hold on. Hold on.
Holy shit. We
Whoa.
got
I called it.
moment.
I called it.
Rob, hold
I'm
on.
only wait. I'm only here for Brother Brian.
No,
Seriously.
Mazzy. I know why
Wait,
Mazzy's here.
Shut up, Rob. Rob, just shut up, okay?
Mazzy's here.
Oh,
Rachel,
it's
Fuck up, Rob.
Mazzy. Sue,
Hold on,
quickly
Rachel.
get the Mazzy cups.
Rachel, can I
Mazzy's
just say
using his
this?
power, Rob.
Can
He's
can I say this
using
and I'll
his
shut up?
power, Rob.
Okay,
Mazzy
Brian,
killed
Brian.
Rob.
Okay. Okay.
Rachel, let me just say this before Mazzy takes over.
Okay, go ahead, Rob.
Mazzy's only here because I heard his given name, his birth on the real birth certificate
Yes.
was Archie.
Archie Maslov. All right, Norman, welcome back to the program. Go ahead, talk to Brian.
I'm here because of Brian,
Yes.
because I have a certain allegiance and alliance with Brian, and we had our ups and downs, but one of the early live streams I did, never did regular live streams back then. I did a live stream.
Yeah.
And
I scarred him for life with that live stream.
And I let Brian come up on my live stream, and I got so much shit for that. But fuck those cocksuckers. I don't tell me who I can bring up and can't bring up, right, Brian?
Amen.
Okay, we disagree on some stuff, but I think we have a certain kumbaya,
Yeah.
copacetic
not?
thing. And yeah, I saw Brian sleep on a stream for 2 hours straight once back in the day. It was a beautiful thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am so proud, so privileged to have Norman Maslov, legend, probably the biggest name in the vinyl community. Brian, you've seen a lot. You've been through a lot. You know how emotions can go. Have you met anybody more sensitive than Norman? Mazzy is known as being very sensitive. Mazzy,
Oh, I've definitely met more sensitive people in the vinyl community than
more than
Mazzy.
Mazzy?
He knows. Look, I'm not here for politics. I'm here for music.
Well, we don't want you here for politics.
And I'm here. I haven't listened to this record, but I'm here to shill 2 copies of a record that was just sent to me.
Get this one. Chill.
I will get that one, but that's in a month or so.
Okay.
In a month. But I just received these 2 today.
Oh, Angelo Kelly is happening. This is
Angelo
Angelo Kelly
Kelly
magic.
sent me all analog cut by Chris Bellman, 33 1/3.
Oh, yes.
And a double 45 option.
Ooh.
So Angelo Kelly, and I will listen to it over the next few days.
Oh,
and I
my
will give
gosh.
my serious personal take on it. So
I
Are
think
those
that's
B&W
fantastic.
speakers still?
I do not.
You got new speakers.
Well, 3 months ago, I've had those speakers.
Are you on my? You're on my account.
3 years ago? 6 months ago or so. I found a pair locally of used Spender D7.2s.
Ooh, those
Spenders.
are nice.
So I got them for about half the cost of retail because they were broken in, they were used. Used gear is the best, because you can get it half price. And some of these fucking wankers like Audiophile, they buy shit, they get tired of it, and they trade it in. And they don't give a shit about the money. And you can get good deals on demo gear and used gear. And so I got those Spenders, which cut off the high ends. They're smoother.
They're smoother.
They are, and it's like the British, like Rogers and Harbeth's, what Rachel has. They're like the British BBC things, and they're better for this room. And my local, he let me keep them here for 2 months before I even decided if I wanted them. So it was great.
Yeah, those are nice speakers.
Okay, I think we're going to have to rebrand this. This was called Good Boys and Sassy Girls. Obviously, perhaps we all deserve a second chance in honor of Mazzy.
This is like the return. This is like the return of El Machete.
Yeah,
Hey,
Mazzy, do you find time to play your Johnny Marr Jack?
I'm so sorry, Rob, but that Jim is here.
I'm sorry. What about my? I haven't played it in a while, but I have still have my Johnny Marr Jack.
Hey, Mazzy, can I ask Mazzy a question?
You sure can, Brad. Please ask.
Only one. Only one.
One, okay. Just one question. Do you have this album right here, this Love album?
I do not.
I used to have that record.
God, what a great album.
Yeah, I don't have that. I might have it in a CD.
It's a double album, right?
I think I have
it's a double.
I think I have in a CD version of it. I don't have a vinyl version.
How many albums did the band Love put out?
5,
Maybe 11.
6?
11 or 12.
No.
That's pretty good.
They did like four records on Blue Thumb. That's what that record was.
Yeah, that's a Blue Thumb.
Then I don't have that one. I'm sorry.
Well, they smoked. It was great.
Hey, Rachel.
Yeah,
hey, Wolfie. Yes, you will probably be able to get it from the In-Groove. Also, Mazzy, when we went out to visit the In-Groove, Angelo brought a test of the 45 and played it on.
And I'm sure it sounds excellent.
It sounded crazy good.
Oh, I'm sure it sounds excellent, but yeah.
Mazzy, are you familiar with the Foundations?
Oh yeah, what? Build Me Up, Buttercup. Is that
was their big hat.
He puts a lot of foundation.
There's a song on this album by a group called the Harmony Grass. Have you heard of them?
Harmony Grass.
They look quite good.
Not by name.
Hey, Brother Brian, have you heard of Harmony Grass?
They were never huge.
They weren't a household name. You might say, Jim, they weren't a household name.
No.
Wolf. Let me answer Wolfie politely.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I always like to respond to Wolfie politely.
Yes, absolutely.
Apparently, records were shipped to the In-Groove by Angelo Kelly. They haven't received them yet.
Rob, Mazzy's doing it with a Mazzy.
Words came out of my mouth, and they were animated.
Okay. Okay, I don't want any hurt. Rob, that Mazzy did not come to be hurt by you. Mazzy, guess what? Oh, you done it. It's too late. Look what happened. Okay, here's the deal. Now, are you okay, Maz, emotionally? Because
I'm
this
totally
next,
fine. I'm totally fine.
okay, because it's
I've
going to
been
be
having
rough.
a good life for the last month.
All
so
right, this is a rough question for you. Here we go.
Oh boy,
It
here
was-
we go.
Okay, Brian, please, are you sitting down, Brian? You might want to be sitting down for this question. It was announced in the peanut gallery that you may have come to the conclusion that the absolute end of your live streaming career on your program. Like you had it.
Well, I did. Here's what I
Okay,
said.
what's going on?
I have
What's
a live
going on?
stream scheduled for Saturday. I do have it, 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
5 p.m. Pacific. What I said to people, did I say it on Rob's stream? I can't remember. If I did, Rob, you tell
The
me.
words coming out. I'm
But I
getting
did-
emails.
Hold on.
People are phoning
I
me. Hold on just a sec. Yeah, he's here talking about it now.
If
I
Okay.
did
Mazzy's
share-
been, hold on. If Mazzy's been on a stream in the last 3 days, he said it there.
No, I did. I don't know if I did. I'm not loving hosting a live stream. That's the bottom line. And Mazzy does what Mazzy wants to do.
Yeah.
I think because in my mind, I want something more than just a hangout like this. And I love these hangouts, but with the hangouts like this or Rob,
Like a fucking brother Brian. I mean, what are you talking?
no, I like going on them and then getting off when I want to. Someone's going to leak
Okay,
that.
seniors, you seniors know what he means.
But seriously,
He's just slinging me Stein, you know, they're slinging them up and slinging them down.
I have tended to plan things out a little bit and invite guests and have segments, which is probably over ambitious because as much as I work my ass off making my videos, I'm lazy at doing that part of it. It's easy for me to do my own thing, but when I have to bring other people on and say, let's talk about this subject and that, I don't want to be a free for all. So I'm not
It's
sure.
very hard. So you're telling me what I'm hearing out of this, Norman, is you've become somewhat of a control freak. Like, oh, you're starting to talk about stuff I didn't plan
Well,
for.
Rachel, when you put your name on something like you here, and I admire you for this. I mean, any problem I have for you has never been personally. I love you and Sue.
You damn well better. You're
Fuck
my
you.
frickin' cousin, Brian.
yeah,
when
I
you
mean,
were away, it turned out
as
Mazzy's
soon as
my cousin.
look at you came for 3 days, you stayed for 4 days,
Yeah.
and
We
as
left
soon
that
as
tap while
you left, and I went to clean the room in that little bouquet of flowers.
Yeah.
I found $80 of $20 bills that Sue left.
Yes.
I said they can come back any fucking time they
It
want.
was my fault, though, that I left the little toy, the lady pleasuring toy that I use frequently, and it was just left by mistake.
No, but you know what I mean.
I
What
felt
I
so at
want-
home, I put it under
Yeah.
the pillow.
If you want to say it's control, having a stream, I want it to the format to go away that in my mind I want, and I haven't realized that format and how to present it. So it disappoints me with my own videos when I'm just shooting them exactly how I want them to be.
Now, Mazzy, if you had somebody like Sue helping things around, it makes it a lot easier when you got more than one. You know what I mean?
I tell you, I will give Rob credit because Rob's been a moderator in the background. He comes up occasionally, and I've gotten flack like I did when I brought you up. Oh, do you have to do this with Rob again? Rob's everywhere. I get that shit. I like Rob. I know the bullshit of Rob.
Rob's
but I like
everywhere.
Rob.
What? Where's that coming from?
If I had the perfect person locally that would want to act as like an on-screen
Coffee Dave.
he's not
Coffee Julie.
Don't you have Joey
They're not-
Callio in your vicinity?
Yeah, Joey
Yeah, but
comes.
he's a rock god. He can't
Joey's
have a
been
rock
on too.
god.
I think now he's on his way to Los Angeles for a while, for a week or whatever. But I can't. But I like Joey, and I like those people, and my friend Brooks, who's in San Francisco. But if there's someone here local that would be that perfect person, I don't know who that is, because I love Dave, but he's not the right person. And Julie, I love. She could come on occasionally.
He's busy, I guess.
The archivist, all those people are great.
Archivist would be good.
Yeah, but they're going to probably in 4 months move to the Denver area, maybe.
Yeah, it's that fucking boyfriend of hers, man.
Yeah.
He's moving to Pat's moving to Denver.
Rachel, do you have a favorite rock god?
Hold on. Stop, Archie. Come
Sorry.
on, man. We're working out here. We're trying to, we got a flow going.
Am I going to offend you or not make you feel uncomfortable drinking a glass of wine, Brian? I don't, you're cool.
He was
Yeah,
okay
never
until
favorite
you
bottle.
started boozing up in front of him, making a big to do
It's about
it.
5 o'clock, and I just,
Holy
yeah.
smokes. He's just totally fine.
I like a
Brian.
good Chianti.
Anyway, I'm so glad. Also, ladies and gentlemen, big shout out. We got Dead Wax 66. It's been a heartbeat since we had Dead Wax here. He's here for Brother Brian. Like, we're getting all the stars.
Everybody's here for Brother Brian.
It's
No
like we're
offense,
up in the hill.
Archibald, but you know, here's the deal, and I'm going to kiss his ass.
All right.
Hanging out.
Yes.
If I was to hang out in Ohio, actually,
Yes.
you're from Dayton, right? I tell you,
Dayton.
one of the best fucking
Hey.
songs, and I always praise Randy Newman. He wrote a great song called Dayton, Ohio, and it's a fucking great song.
Yeah.
And I was a best man in Coffee Julie is from Ohio, but she's from Toledo.
Ohio.
She's from Toledo. I was
Yes.
a best man in Akron years ago, where I fended the Bible Belt by the night before at the wedding, like rehearsal dinner. We were at this long table in an Italian restaurant, and I got up to do a toast with this really hot, beautiful woman who was the maid of honor, and I was the best man. And I
Gotta
said,
love
this reminds me of the Last Supper, and I waited for the laughs. And I didn't realize, I forgot I was in the Bible Belt, and I'm a Jewish kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, come on, the Last Supper, the guys getting married, you know,
That
that's
lady,
how I
he's
met.
got to come out of
And
clothing.
I got
Let's
shit
get him on camera.
as we walked down the aisle, just before we walked down the aisle.
Oh,
the
there he
next
is.
day,
I got him.
the maid of honor, which I didn't get to hook up with her, said, if you make one of those cracks again about of Jesus and the Last Supper, I'm going to get really pissed, because I had to do a toast that night. So
Yeah, it's
I learned my
horrible.
lesson.
I did my John Wayne. My speech at a wedding was John Wayne when all the impersonators were out there, and they had the female impersonator, and her came on. The female impersonator came on and was doing the John Wayne, and her impersonation was, "Any of you cowboys want a blowjob?" And the wedding guests were all offended for some reason. Anyway, it's John Wayne impersonation, but there you go.
Rachel,
Yeah, Rob, you've got, yeah.
I'm going to go
Rachel,
now.
I
Come
have
on,
to-
Jim, you got to go. Jim, you go.
Yes.
Jim, we love you. Thank you for
Rachel,
bringing
thanks
yourselves up.
again.
Bring us that
Mazzy.
boy.
It's great to have you back. Let's face it, folks. The show isn't the same without Mazzy.
Oh, I don't know about that. It's different.
Yeah.
It's
It's
all.
different. It's just different.
It's
Thank you,
definitely,
Jim.
it's definitely not the same with you on
I
it.
won't be a regular, but I'll come on.
Very good,
occasionally. I'll
Rob.
come on occasionally. I'm
We'll
not
get
gonna
him
be a regular.
occasionally. This is just feeling the water out. We got Brother
Hey,
Brian here.
Jim, can I ask you a question before you leave?
Go ahead, Brother Brian.
What kind of stereo do you have? Would you listen to your
I'm not an
vinyl?
I thought you
audiophile.
were going to ask if it was a wig.
I think Rob's jealous of my luscious locks. But no, I'm not, Brother Brian. Truthfully, I'm not an audiophile. I think I'd probably embarrass myself if I were to reveal the kind of turntable record player that I own. I know you guys are all very.
No, you don't have to be
serious.
embarrassed.
You take
I'm
this
just
very
curious.
seriously, you know.
I'm just curious. Rob doesn't even have a turntable. I mean,
Yeah.
Rob's
got a
got,
turntable.
hold on. Okay,
He's
Brother
got-
Brian.
He's all-
Rob's got a really good setup. He's got a top tier setup in the vinyl community. Probably
Yeah,
one of the best ones.
I have a Prima Luna tube amp. I have hard bass speakers. I have a Riga P3 upgrade. I'm going to change out my turntable, but I have a good setup.
So
Yeah, I
I'll
want
go
some more
now.
of this.
Everyone, on Sunday,
Bye, Jim.
Vinyl Dale is doing a live stream. Tune in.
Okay, Vinyl Day, we love Simon.
Yeah.
And
You
always
can
get the
join.
panel
Oh,
together.
hold on. Tune into Vinyl
I'm
Dale's
sorry
live
for
stream.
that.
You
Here
can
we
join
go.
fives of people there.
Well, he always
All
gets a
right.
good
That's
panel
right.
together.
That's
Rachel,
better.
I'm only here to announce that Kimbo and I are doing an auction at 4:30 Pacific time tomorrow on Whatnot. Okay. That's
Okay,
all.
Whatnot, 4:30 tomorrow. Is okay. So 4:30
You know,
Mazzy is going to be happening.
What I was starting to say that I went on this whole tangent of Ohio. What I liked about Brian, you gave me the term like a sense memory. Actors use sense memory to bring things out. When I used to watch their videos more, I tune in when you're doing some of these still. In your garage with the gear, the old vintage gear and stuff, and that. My father's father, my grandfather, lived in Palo Alto, California, had a little, when it was cheap, before Silicon Valley took it over, but by Stanford. And he had a little like separate garage full of, he was from Russia through Yugoslavia, and he hardly spoke English, but he had all these he was electronic whiz, and he had components and all this. I don't even know what he had. And he was trying to show me about polarization and, all the electronic stuff, not so much stereo, but just electronics. And my dad at the time was, when he first married my mother, was an electrician for the city of Palo Alto. And so they tried to teach me all that stuff and impedance. I remember my dad tried to teach me about impedance and things. So looking in your garage brings me back to my Russian grandfather trying to speak broken English to me, trying to teach me about all this. Literally, it was walls of crap and cool stuff.
What did they ever do with it all?
Mazzy, how did you address your grandfather? Pappy, Grandpa?
My grandpa, what's the
Zadie.
what's the male version of babushka? I don't know. Whatever. That was a female. I don't remember. I think I just called him grandpa. But my mother remarried when I was 7, so it was Paul Maslov who adopted me then. But I remember that stuff, and it was so cool. And he'd call me my linky, my little whatever, the Russian omelet or something.
That's adorable. The whole thing.
It was cool. It was cool. I went by there about 20 years ago. The house was torn down. It's now a McMansion. It's probably on that property worth $3 million. When my grandparents died, my father and his brother sold it. Probably sold it for $150,000, if that.
Wow.
In those days,
And then the rains came and washed all the crops away.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm still kind of blown away that you sold your JBLs. You should have kept your JBLs. You probably didn't even get anything out of them, really.
Well, the pair I had
traded
there,
them.
the pair I had there was a refurbished pair that when I first moved here, because I had a pair way back in the day that got stolen from the 70s, stolen in the 80s. But that pair was refurbished, all new crossovers and shit, new foam. I bought it for $750 a pair, like 12 years ago, and I sold it for $1,800. So I made, they just weren't right for that room. And I was getting rid of my surround here, and so I took those BMW rears and brought them down as my mains. So.
Yeah. All right, so we got Brother
sad,
Brian on. It's fantastic that we get you. Eddie Perez, welcome to the stage. We just love you, Eddie. Fantastic. You're not going to have a blowjob from me, John Wayne. But anyway, Brian, so you're doing the occasional video. I want to hear from you because, like Vinyl Richie, you're one of those guys who's able to kind of go, this is a channel to watch. This is what's hot right now in the vinyl community. Give me your top 3 recommendations as of 2026 that you're watching time and time again.
Oh.
You gotta watch this. Tell it. She's 14 years old, but she's a bit of a looker. Okay.
I tell you what, a channel I like watching is this channel called Ryan Hall, y'all.
Ryan Holio. Okay.
Ryan Hall, y'all. He's from Kentucky.
All right.
But I think he's got 3 or 4 million subscribers on his channel.
Whoa.
What they do is they chase tornadoes, and they do these live streams. It's a live stream with tornadoes, and
they're going, yeah.
But he's in a room like you are, and he's got all these people working for him. He pays them, and they go all over the country. And
so they do the dangerous work.
So it's
absolutely fascinating, man. It is fascinating.
Okay,
so I watch Ryan Hall.
Yeah,
Ryan Hall, y'all.
Ryan Hall, y'all.
Yeah, and
Ryan Hall, y'all. See what he's doing there? Go ahead, Brian. Keep going.
And what else do I watch?
Take your time.
Well, I just watch a lot of different. I like watching the stereo guys. There's that one guy that fixes. I just watched him. Let me look it up, and I'll tell you some of these channels I like watching.
All right.
Maybe I should do that. Host it, then have Rob out there on location live digging, and have Eddie in some bar in south of Texas there, and all these different people. Yeah. That would be good. Everyone else is remote, not in their house.
Now, okay. Also, in other news, while Brian's doing his due diligence, bringing us some channels, we got some disturbing news in the world of the trans people like me. We're killing everybody right now. I don't know why we're doing it. Hold on. Mazzy, are you coming back on the show today because you thought I might murder you? Just
You know,
the trannies can be a little
I
unstable,
don't
Norman.
think our president will let you across the border. So no, I'm not worried about that.
Well,
All right, another channel I like watching is called Mend It Mark. He is
mend it,
freaking
Mark.
awesome. Yeah, Mend It Mark. He like fixes stereos and stuff. He's awesome. Do you know
Okay,
that Stunty's going to be on a live on Derek Higgins is tomorrow?
He
There
did a lot.
it
I thought they already did that. No.
They're doing another one tomorrow.
Oh, that's
Okay,
good.
now what? Tell me about this. Who's this stunty character? Tell me about him. Is
I
he?
think it's Stunty. He said Stunty, and I'm thinking, how many Stunties are there in the
He
world?
basically listens to music that only four or five other people listen to.
It's kind of weird because,
I'm kidding.
like Higgins had a big rep in the vinyl community. He's one of the early founders of
He does
the
a video every
first
morning. Every day.
generation.
He posts a video every day.
Well, yeah, but in the old days, I mean, he's been around for a long time. This Higgins kid. I mean, he predates me by like 20 years. So, but then there was controversy with this guy, Brian. Didn't he get into some sort of dentistry kerfuffle? Something with it had to do with dentists or something.
Well,
with
he
crazy
did. He
dentists.
did kind of like what Spalding did, right? He did this
Yeah.
thing where people were sending him money for teeth. He was supposed to get some new teeth because his
Yeah.
teeth are
Did
all
he
rotted
get the
out.
teeth?
He got
Did he-
the money and he said, "Fuck it, I'm buying records," you know. And
He said-
then everybody got mad and they're like, "Well," he's
Yeah.
like, "Well, fuck you. I do what I want with my money," you know.
This shows that this is a public service. Record collection can be an addiction vinyl community. Be careful. Teeth first, records later. Okay. But it's kind of wild, Brian, because we had Captain Spaulding was in the crowd today watching. He briefly came in, a beautiful Rachel. Hey, Captain Spaulding. Have you and Captain Spaulding made up in any form or
Yeah,
way?
we did. We kind of had a little bit of a kumbaya moment, and it's all behind us now. I'm not mad or anything at him, and I don't think he's mad at me anymore. So I think it's all cool.
Okay, here we go. We're getting to the bottom of it. Beetle Kimbo. Beetle Kimbo. Stunty is on an apology tour because he said Joel's music was shite. So absolutely, there's some kind of problem there. I've
never had any trouble with Stunty either. He's just, he kind of, me and Stunty get along because he's crazy. So it's like crazy people. We all get along.
Whoa. Do you think Stunty's crazy?
Yeah.
Holy cow, I have no idea.
In a good way. Now, that's not an insult. When you
No.
say somebody's crazy, it's not really an insult.
He's crazy good.
Yeah.
Crazy
Yeah,
good.
he's crazy good. Yeah.
Okay, Stunty's music, speaking of volcanoes and tornadoes and stuff, Stunty's music sounds like natural disasters. Okay, Singles Appreciation Day. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is Mondo Enterprises. I treated myself to records at my local record shop. Can you go over there and see if that avatar is not a penis or anything like that, Sue? And I'll bring the comment up. Sometimes, your channel can get in trouble.
Now, is that
Someone has a
singles?
penis.
Wait. Singles Appreciation Day as in terms of guys who don't have dates or single records?
Maybe it's both.
No, I think it's about single people.
See,
Okay,
that's a
Rob,
good- it's an honest
obviously
question,
this
right?
affects you.
Rachel,
How are you? Yeah, Rob,
Yeah.
go.
every
Singles
day. Every day is Singles Day for me.
All right. It's
Amen.
beautiful when they have a day where you could recognize things. Like it's like
It's
your
nice
day.
being single. I love being single.
Okay, hold on. You're still single,
I do
Brian?
too. I do
Yes.
too.
Brian,
I
you're
love being
single?
single.
All
Yes.
right. All right.
Sometimes I'm like, maybe I'll go out and pick up some chick and bring her home. And then I think about it and I'm like,
She
I
can
love
dust
that.
under- You can
I
get someone
love
to
that
dust under
can-do
your ear
attitude.
in your garage.
Okay. I don't think a lot of this happens in the vinyl community myself. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab some chick and bring her home. Yeah. maybe
I
that's-
was actually had this chick. She was coming over to my house there about once a week, and it was just all about sex, and then it's just like, oh God, I don't think if she's coming over.
How much
anymore,
were
man.
you paying her, Brian?
Hey, Brian,
she
Brian,
didn't get
Born and
paid.
raised in Ohio.
do you have a white panel van?
No.
We'll try and work in, Jim. I mean, you did do a little camera time today. We'll try and work into today's thumbnail.
All right, Rachel, one more. You got
Yeah,
your pen
do
and
it.
paper ready? Well,
Yeah,
I'll give you
do it.
two. I'll give you two more. I watch
Okay, let's do it.
Randy's. Anytime Randy puts up a video, I watch Dead Wax.
Dead Wax
obviously.
66. We love
Yeah.
them. Route
Yeah.
66. Get your
I
kit.
always watch Dead Waxes because he's got one of the greatest record collections I've ever seen.
Yeah, he does.
He was one of the first live streams I ever watched. I mean,
he's great.
He likes to dump on me and tease me, but I actually like Dead Wax.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
If I ever need a shelf, like in some drywall and some shit.
Hey, yeah. Actually, Randy did help soon. He was the one that taught us about.
I need some casework, Randy. I'll trade you records for casework.
I like watching Randy's live stream because it reminds me what the internet used to be like 30 years ago.
Yes,
yeah,
it did. It's very laid back. He just plays great music.
I meant his connection.
Ryan, that's not what he means.
I mean, his
well,
connection.
I think it's great. I like just chilling. Sometimes I just want to chill.
If you listen closely to one of Randy's streams,
My connection's horrible. The last
got mail?
live stream I did, it was horrible.
All right.
Horrible.
Now, hold on, Brian. You're trying to cover for Randy. Randy has been a struggling YouTuber for about nigh under 20 years now. And we're still hoping he's going to have his breakthrough program. And I think it's going to happen for him. Mazzy, go right ahead.
Okay.
I don't think Randy cares.
I need to get permission. This person can text me. Someone, and I'm not going to show it here tonight, but on my live stream, Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific, someone sent me a really beautiful, you know what fan art is? Fan art.
Yeah. Picture of you doing something.
Yeah, I got.
Hold on. Did they draw you in bed with Spock? Because
No,
a lot of fan art ends.
I got a. Wait, let me. Fuck you, Rob. Shut I got
Okay, go ahead.
a really
Mazzy.
lovely
What's
portrait
going
done in colored pencil of fan art. I will show it on the live stream Saturday, but as long as that person texts me and says it's okay to showcase and mention her name.
Okay, Gabby.
What do you need?
Please,
It's your
okay.
picture. It's yours. You can share
Gabby,
it.
please, okay.
Yes,
this
okay.
for
Gabby sent it to me, and it was really sweet.
Patreons get to see it first.
That's a good idea, isn't it? No, I don't have Patreon.
That's a perk.
Members.
Yeah,
What's
you're
the
members. You do them. You're members only. Brian,
that's
you were
right.
always against this commercialization, but this is before.
Oh, I
there's
hate it. I hate it.
Yeah, but hold on. This is a whole new era where we got. I mean, there's documentaries being done on us and stuff. I think you got to mention my show. Incredible, where I mentioned. I think you're in the credits. Actually,
It's crazy how many
Brian.
videos of me are out there that
Brian.
it's like old videos that are still floating around.
Brian,
People are putting up.
Do you have
Yes.
a job? Do you work for a living?
Me?
Yeah.
I've been working since I was
Okay.
like 14 years old.
Yeah.
Massey, why are you hurting Brian?
I'm
Like
not-
you're
no,
treating him like he's
here's
a
my-
hobo.
Let me finish the fucking conversation.
I'm
Rachel.
sorry. It sounded
I
you
knew
sounded
the answer,
so
but
hobo-like.
I pretty much knew the answer because I can tell by, you're a hard worker and you've been working. I've been working since I was 13, 14 as well.
Yeah, 14. Yeah.
But now I'm retired. I'm in my 70s. I do get Social Security, and the YouTube. This is my work now. I do it because I enjoy it. But getting a little bit from the monetization, a few things, is not a bad thing. When I'm
But
working.
your channel, wait a minute. Let me just stick up for you for a second. Your
Okay,
channel's
here we
not all about money.
No, it's
you
not.
You genuinely like music.
Absolutely.
Brian,
now
you're
defending me.
100%
I thought
right.
you were going to go against me. Now you're defending
No, but
me.
I'm just
As
saying
you
some
said,
of
it's
these
not
people,
about
that's
money.
all they're about is
He gets
money,
it.
and it's just
Brian,
it's
stop it.
horrible.
Don't make
Can I
Massey
use this
quit
in my?
the
Can I
TV
use this
show again.
in my promo sheet to send out to potential investors? That quote.
No.
Okay.
Holy smokes!
Now, all right, Rachel. Number 3,
Number
X-Ray.
three.
X-Ray Tony B. You got to watch his channel.
X-Ray Tony B. What's he all about?
He just fixes things.
Well,
He's a stereo
okay.
guy.
Like I said, it's a guy maybe had X-ray vision that he could see
It
through
just
people.
amazes me how smart these people are. I mean, they get into this stuff, and this guy like rebuilds those big MRI machines and stuff. I mean, this guy's like a genius, and he like rebuilds stereo stuff.
No,
I don't know.
Mazzy's actually got a very good channel on the YouTube.
Mark
right?
knows.
He's
I
a
like
star
Mark.
in his own right.
Mark
Okay.
is one of the chillest, coolest guys who got fucked over by assholes. I'll put it that way.
Okay. Now Brian, you've missed all the drama stuff that's happened. We had Richard Dolan on our last episode. We got Richard Dolan on our show.
Rick.
Okay, we're getting some pretty big talent right now, Brian. So you've come in. And if you're just wondering, Vital Community, what the hell's going on? Okay, I got to admit, it's sweeps week here in the Vital Community. I'm going up against Tokyo O'Brien. There's a talent.
Look, wait. I need to respond to
the eyes on.
I want to respond to 4D.
Okay, 4D, here we go.
I didn't rebuff her. It was fucking 5:30 in the morning. We were freezing. It was cold. And this woman comes up to me and shows me this cartoon, and I didn't know how to react. So
I remember that.
Yeah. I thanked her very much, but
it was like awkward.
You know, you hear these stories when people are caught off guard and someone captures it on video and they're like an asshole in a moment. Well, I'm sorry.
Now, would you think that Tony Bennett's going to be the best release for Record Store Day?
Not the best, but I think it's a good one.
Now, what's the best? Which one should I look for? If I'm going and I'm just going to say I'm going to buy 2 or 3 records.
It all depends on your taste. It all depends.
This is LA.
Nevada's good. It all depends on your taste. You know what?
I like everything. I like
you
everything.
You like a lot of vintage bluesy stuff.
Yeah, I like the old stuff.
There's a
Tony Bennett. I would like that. I think that'd be
Charlie
great.
Patton, maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you just wondering, Rob is off having a poo-poo. He's going to be back. Don't worry, Rob Fancy will be back. He's just having a poo-poo break.
I'm sorry, 4D man, light your entire incense so it just inflames all those paper goods.
Oh, is he the guy with the incense?
Yes. It's like he's got like his
everybody loves the scent of their own
dick is on fire in front of him.
I've seen that before. I'm like, what is the fuck is this?
I think I'm more excited about those 2 releases coming from that guy that you did a story on, the Johnny Cash and which is the other person?
Oh, and the Carl Perkins.
Carl Perkins.
Carl Perkins is out. Johnny Cash comes out next, but those aren't Record Store Day. Those are regular.
No, right. But I mean,
those are excellent. Those Sun Records.
Seeing the interview and seeing the whole process that the guy went through, it's like, and it sounded amazing through YouTube. I go, man,
well, that was
going to sound great.
Those are excellent. Yeah,
and that guy had awesome equipment.
Rob, are you looking for
that equipment? Wasn't his. That is a stereo shop we shot that at.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I gotta go. Rob, we're talking Record Store Day. What the children are after. Rob, is there anything you got in your gun sight for Record Store Day that you absolutely must have?
I think it's one of the better Record Store Days.
It is.
Okay, why is it one of the better ones? Like, if we got music that people actually want.
Usually people go, okay, there's 1, maybe 2. I think there's 5 records for everyone.
Okay, well, have you got your 5? Or maybe you don't want to tell the children because the other kids will go take them from you.
I mean, there's one that I want to get because it's hard to. I like the ones that are, if you find an original, they're very expensive and they're hard to find. There's a couple of those. But
sorry, I don't understand this 67 pepper thing.
Okay, he wants to know, does Massey know that he's doing the old man thing with his, when you start gumming, like Massey,
hold on.
You're gumming a bit.
Can I just say
it changes since I shaved.
Can I say something for Mazzy?
Yeah,
I know you like to address all the comments, but that 67 guy is one of the biggest dipshits I've come across.
Whoa, Rob, that's saying something. Hold on, Rob. We got so many dipshits. Watch this.
No, listen, Rachel. There's klutzes, there's morons, there's idiots.
Yeah.
That dude really is a dipshit.
That's my buddy Taps. He comes in, he leaves great comments on each and every episode. He goes, "Gosh, swell show today, Rach. Keep up the good work, hon." And then I go, buddy. "Oh, gee, Paps, thanks, buddy." It's DJ.
Hello.
Hey, Rachel, can you imagine before Scotty talks? Rachel, can you imagine? There's 66 other Peppers out there. They must be to be 67.
Ace of 67.
You are number 67.
Yeah, but it's the year Sgt. Pepper came out in 1967. Maybe it has something to do with Sgt. Pepper coming out in 1967, Rob. It could be a real thing. Anyway, welcome aboard. We got DJ Vital Vertigo all the way from Florida. FLA. FLA.
FLA.
Rachel,
All right,
here's
buddy.
what I want to do. I want to have a
Okay.
live stream, and the one live stream, if she decides to show up, if I invite Coffee Julie,
Yes.
I'm going to block 4D Man from that stream.
4D, you're going to be. This is punishment extreme.
He was the only one. I mean,
Julie.
he's the guy that every time Coffee Julie's name
He loves
gets mentioned, he's like, his room goes into a puff of smoke. You know, that incense just goes.
He is
You
better
should
than
just bring him up
Viagra.
and cuss him out.
We got some. Oh, there's some tension.
I like him. I like him.
Hey,
Actually.
hold on.
Every
Hey,
time I
Rachel,
think we're
can I-
through the storm, something comes to screw it up. Okay, Rob, you owe an apology. You hurt Simon so bad. Look at this. He's
hold
going.
on.
Is he a
Simon,
bad
hold on.
YouTuber? You
Rachel.
called him a bad YouTuber.
Simon's worst enemy is Simon. If anyone has, he's a perfect example of maybe the 5 people I've come
You
across.
hurt him so badly by
Come on,
calling him a
Rachel.
bad
Do it.
YouTuber.
Doing
You don't
this
call a
shit,
content
Rachel.
creator a bad
it's not
YouTuber.
hard. It's not hard to be a relevant YouTuber. It's the easiest thing. But Simon shows you that he has just stumbled his way through it. He's
Simon,
horrible
don't
at it.
listen to him. He's crazy. This is crazy talk.
Dude, you've had every opportunity to be relevant.
This is
You're
Rob.
not.
He's just talking crazy because he's too excited about Mazzy coming on and Brother Brian being on the TV show.
What are you showing us, Mazzy?
What a horrible person on
Oh,
YouTube.
that's Angela. That's
Hey,
Angela.
Hey, what kind of prescription do you
I
have?
like that.
It's like Coke bottle glasses.
Show us the cover again.
His niece, I think. You know.
The artwork.
You know, I'm kind of
That's
pissed
nice.
off. Angela, if you're watching, I'm pissed off they didn't get one of the custom art pieces. I'm kidding.
Hey, wait. Can
That's a
you
great
say-
cover, though. I like it.
It's a really cool cover.
It looks like the Joni Mitchell cover
Yes.
that's coming out.
What
Yeah,
did the
with,
thank you say, Mazzy?
She's
Thank
doing
you.
a
That guy,
For the Rose.
Mingus.
she's
Was
doing
it
a
Mingus?
For the Roses edition for Record Store Day with
No, yeah,
Pearl.
for the
We were planning on sassy girls, and then Beetle Babe wouldn't come in, and we're trying to get real girls on the show. You know how hard it is to get real girls in this vinyl community?
Whoa.
Sausage fest up
Oh,
here.
look at that.
Well
That's
done, Vince.
really
That's
nice.
Hang on.
Wow.
Ooh.
That looks great. I love that green.
Cut
That
by
is
Chris
gorgeous.
Bellman.
That is like tie-dye.
That is great.
That is some work. That is
I
nice
know.
work. All right. Attaboy, Angelo.
Very
Holy
cool.
smokes. Okay, Beetle Kimbo is named after a Pearl Jam song. That's where
Now,
Beetle
if-
Kimbo comes from.
If you come to the auction tomorrow, these will be added as a last-minute auction item. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Stop
I'm
it.
kidding.
That's hurtful. Holy
See,
smokes.
At least Brian gets the joke. Some of these fuckers don't get the joke. Oh, he's so serious. He's always trying to make a dime.
No, hold on. Don't
Did
get
you hear what
fired up.
Mazzy said? He said he's going to sell my record.
Right, exactly. I don't sell promos.
There's going to be videos about it tomorrow.
That's
Mazzy
not
said.
totally true. but-
Holy smoke. Brian, you're such a happy guy, though. It would be wrong character. But I can picture the way you said that. Yeah, about that, what you done? Is that with your beard and your Ohioan, just down to earthness, I can see you doing the thing, the angry record disher, where you're coming and go,
Angry Records.
holy smokes.
The voice of
hold
God.
on. Whoa. So, and you can do it, and then the record company, you show your record, and you go, this record pisses me off. And then everybody's going, oh, he's really mad at this record. This one's really getting to him.
Fucking sucks.
Rob, you could have been somebody if you had done that idea.
Well, can I ask a favor, Brother Brian?
Yes. Go ahead, Brother Brian,
Brother
listen
Brian,
up.
can you send that microphone thing to Vinyl Dale so he can sound like a man when he flies?
Stop. Dale's a good guy, man.
Holy smokes. All right,
Man,
you
he's
hear
got,
that?
and Dale actually has a really nice stereo system, too.
He does have a good system.
Hey,
Eddie,
look,
you-
Rachel,
Oh,
Can we-
Rob?
can we grade Dale's horrible insults towards me?
Okay, well, let's see what we got here. Okay, here we go. Now, Scotty, I don't want you getting upset. The last thing I need now, and it's heightened emotions on today's program.
No, I'm good.
All right.
Nobody gaslights me yet, so I'm good.
All right, here we go.
Here's my response. Hey, Dale, who do we
We
get?
could tell the new guy.
Who do we
Okay.
need to get you to piggyback on to be relevant?
All right. Okay.
Any volunteers?
Okay. Okay, Rob Walker comes in all the way from Manchester. Is this a repeat? It's not a repeat. We got Scotty, we got Eddie Perez. Fantastic. Eddie, what's your little city that's on the Mexican border? I want to say El Paso, but it may be a different one. Laredo. Laredo. That's a famous city because it's in song lyrics and everything. Out of the West Texas, town of Laredo. I love it when the cowboy people do Laredo songs.
Yep.
Massey, do you get a tear in your eye whenever 40 sings San Francisco? He comes on, he's been kind of singing for you or towards you on the program.
I haven't been watching, so I don't know.
You've been missing out because he's been calling for you, pining for you. It's kind of embarrassing, actually. But I love him. He's a good guy. But he was crying and he was singing, I left my heart in San Fernando. And I said, it's not how it goes. But he still tried his best. Eddie?
Can I show 2 records that nobody cares about?
2 records. Show the frickin' records. We love records here. It's a vinyl community.
So Erica Badu.
So I picked up.
It's a good thing Eddie's a legal immigrant. I'm telling you.
I got that, Scotty.
Okay, let's.
Can I show Erica Badu?
Okay. Have I got you backwards now? Or
yeah,
how
you got
am
me
I?
backwards. John.
Okay, let's fix Eddie. Here
There
we
you
go.
Clan of Zymox, for those people who are familiar with the 4AD brand. This is their album from 1989 that just got reissued. And actually, I picked it up for $28, and on Discogs, it's going for $75.
Is that an aerial photograph?
No, I don't know.
It looks like the results from your colonoscopy, Mazzy.
It looked like meat. It looked like raw meat.
And then last night, I went to go see Opeth in San Antonio. And
Swedish death metal or something?
Yeah, melodic death metal. But I picked up their album, their latest album, but autographed.
Ooh, nicely done, Eddie.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, they only have like 400 printed, so I was able to pick one up. A copy.
How much did that cost?
$80.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Their album's like 40 something, and $40 for an autograph nowadays is
wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is cool.
That's it.
Yeah, I think that's actually fair. Now, what the hell? The peanut gallery is blowing up. Mazzy, great guest, questionable host. Mazzy, response? Obviously, this
I did get a lovely inbox from Rob Walker, and I'll keep it private. But I want to talk about some live shows coming up, because after the live stream, doing the live stream at 5 o'clock, it'll be an hour or two, depending. But I'm going to see Jesse Sykes after that at a small club in Seattle. And then the following week, I'm going to see the Third Mind, and Jesse Sykes sings with the Third Mind with Dave Alvin and part of former Camper Van Beethoven bass player. And psychedelic-y, bluesy, like they do covers of Grateful Dead, some originals, but mostly covers of that kind of bluesy thing, like the East West Field Blues Band. And they're so good. So they're playing the Tractor, or are they playing Neptune? Where are they playing, Kimbo? I'm going with Kimbo for that one. I forgot where. But so 2 Saturday nights in a row, live shows. And I love seeing live music,
Holy smokes, that is fantastic. Now, what's going on with my little TV show? Like, I'm trying to make it go Mazzy all small, and it's just Mazzy is a big star right now. Let's go like that.
You can buy hats in the gift shop. So Brian, mugs, hats, T-shirts.
That won't fit my head.
Producer, bye. Thanks.
This is one size fits all.
There it goes.
There
yeah, I know. Let me kill some stuff. Yeah, I got a delay. Let's kill this too. Yes. Okay. Discard. There we go. All right. Just getting the channel all lined up here. All my ducks in a row. We got to make sure they're all there. All right.
Rob asked me, seriously, if I was going to Den Bosch, and I'm not going to Den Bosch. So.
All right. So you're decided no. Now, this could have been a big opportunity for you and Michael 45. Brian, Michael 45.
A reunion?
Are you a fan? Are you in? Are you?
I don't know. He didn't go to Den Bosch last time I heard, so I don't know.
I like Michael.
Okay. Mazzy and Michael had a falling out. It happened during your absence from this
program. It's not because of me. It's not my thing.
Listen, let's not point fingers, Mazzy. They had a falling out, the two guys, and we want them back together. We think Den Bosch should be the perfect occasion for it all the magic.
Here's the perfect thing.
Yes.
Because I just happened to watch. I don't know how it popped. You know how things pop up on your YouTube stream.
Yes.
I watched the MS Jerry Lewis telethon when Sinatra brings Dean Martin back.
That was big.
After 20 years, right? So if someone may bring Michael and I back after a certain period of time, and I'm open to it. He's the one that's
Right,
not.
I just don't see Mazzy and hanging out.
I'm going to let Rob handle this for you, Kimbo. We're going to get Rob to do the thing for you. Rob, use your magic on this, but yeah, go ahead, Rob. Help him out.
I want to see like in the westerns where they tied their arms together and they each have knives.
Yes,
that's what I want.
And just put him in a ring.
Hey, Kimbo, we're going to talk. Come on, before the show.
Why won't you let? What's going on with you?
Kimbo is always invited, but he's going through some personal issues.
Well, what the hell, man? You can't.
Did he break up with his chick?
You can't be doing that to Kimbo.
You can't say he's
Kimbo. I love you so much. Kimbo's one of our best.
Kimbo is, it's this. Okay, here's a good example. Kimbo and I aren't copacetic politically, but Kimbo is a great guy, and he's a smart guy. He's a generous guy. He likes good music, except for that Pearl Jam shit. But he's been a great collaborator. So I really, he's been a good friend in Seattle.
He's very quiet.
Not in person.
Yeah.
Not in person. He won't shut the fuck up.
He's
on the stream.
Kimbo's funny. He's got a good sense of humor. Holy smoke. Okay. This is the whole thing. We're talking about Morrissey, controversial figure musically. Brother Brian, do your heart go out to a performer like Morrissey, who, like yourself, is so misunderstood when if they realize what he's really like, he's just sweet like you, just loving, friendly, and everything. Go ahead.
He's not really like me. He's a millionaire. I mean, he's got to sell himself.
Okay, hold on. Have you ever experienced the joys of homosexuality? Because
you are insane, Rachel.
As Woody Allen said.
Yes.
As Woody Allen said, the best thing about being a bisexual, it doubles your chances for a date on Saturday.
You're gonna get lucky.
No, Rachel.
You're gonna be broke.
I wouldn't say that controls my listening, because I liked Sam Smith. I liked his first album. When he had that first album that came out, I just thought that was, and he just kind of, I don't know. He's just changed so much. He's he got into the politics so much, where he's like an activist, and to me, it's just like, man, that first album was killer and he was doing so much. Yeah.
I liked everything except for that last album. I didn't like the last album so much, but I liked the other stuff. I didn't like him at first. I didn't think he was that good at first, and I liked him better.
His first album was great. Yeah,
there's a couple of songs I like on it.
Sam Smith.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this: what kind of stereo do you listen to? Because that makes a difference.
Can you think of another question, Brother Brian?
Brother Brian.
No, I mean, really, if you're saying that Sam Smith's first album wasn't great,
sound has nothing to do. Sound has nothing to do with it. Sound has everything to do with it. Sound has everything to do with it. And I'm just saying that he showcased his talent better in the other albums.
It was like blues. It was like the essence of blues, man. I mean, he was just putting it out there.
I thought it was pretty poppy.
Mazzy is very upset right now. Let's go.
No, Scotty, have you ever been to San Francisco?
Yes.
Okay, so I know you've been to the Castro. I hate to.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The Castro Theater. There was one of the old movie palaces. Just finished 4-year, $40 million renovation. They lifted. They're going to have concerts there. Sam Smith is doing like a 14-day run.
Residency.
Residency. Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Very good, Scotty. Thank you for helping Mazzy.
That theater is so ornate, but it's one of the big companies, that produces shows. So there's that. Mm-hmm. But no one else could have put $40 million into that theater. And I'm so dying to go back to it because I've been there so many times, and it's right on that first block of Castro off of Market. It'll be
a great residency because he has great musicians with him. He's great backup singers, and they do a phenomenal job. That live album that he has is really great. The one he did at Abbey Road, the Abbey Road Studios. It's kind of like a live-in studio. It's
I'm
a
not
great
a fan.
album.
I'm not into his music, but I appreciate it. I appreciate him. Yeah, so
He's very talented.
yeah.
Okay, hold on, Loki. Sue's got to get your wrench there, buddy.
But,
Okay.
by
Loki.
the way, Erykah Badu
Okay.
has a new album coming out, so you'll be able to show that one, Razzie. Where'd he go?
Education in reverse. Bye forever. Brian, how do you handle it? This is a young
I just
boy.
want to piss off Rob.
Uh-oh. What do we got?
She's got a new one coming out. You don't have to keep showing that one.
Look at this.
You're not pissing off me. You're just being chilly.
You know, but Rachel has a different audience than you. There's some overlap.
Yeah,
but it's
she has a different audience than me.
Holy smokes. I think it's the same audience.
Yeah, you know,
Rob, we're used to it. We're used to it, Rob.
you skew high when Erykah
I think
Badu.
Rob doesn't show the same shit from the Jazz Bums to his show to what it, like.
I've shown one fucking record since I've been up here.
Rob, just bite your crank, mate.
Now we got to talk. What kind of stereo does DJ have? I got to know.
Howdy, what do you got? What's your stereo?
What's
This
it rocking?
question for all the panelists. What do you
I mean,
rock?
is
I
it
got
like
all.
the DJ?
I got all techniques. It's all old techniques. It's my
Audio
DJ days.
Technica. Audio Technica.
Yeah. Audio
I knew
Technica.
I knew it. And you probably got some what? What kind of cartridges?
I don't get into all that stuff.
You need to upgrade. I mean, seriously.
For
I mean,
Sam Smith?
if you're
For Sam Smith?
no, for this music in general, it's like if you want to like bring that soul and really shake the windows, it's time to upgrade. Like
I don't shake any windows. I listen to stuff in my earphones.
See, that's
You
what
have-
I'm saying. Yeah.
I have to because
Okay,
I
hold
have to
on.
have dogs.
I
And,
don't
you
want
know.
Massey hurt. This is a delicate time for this
You
program.
haven't even acknowledged what today is.
Okay, let me
Me?
think about it. Singles Day.
It's Fat Tuesday,
It's
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Fat
yeah.
Tuesday.
New Orleans.
Mardi
It's
Gras.
every day in my life.
Rachel, I'm gonna have to go.
Okay, man.
Daisy's
Brian,
at the door.
I only
and
came
I
here
gotta go.
because of you. So
Daisy
thank you.
girl.
Yeah. I
Thank
think
you.
we might have.
Okay.
Michael, I think we might have froze for a bit. Go ahead, Mask. Go ahead.
Rachel, Brian is the Elton John when Elton John brought John and Yoko back together again on
Yes.
stage in Madison Square Gardens.
Yeah.
This is what he did tonight.
You're my Yoko. I've always thought of you that way.
Live
Right,
free
right,
or
right.
die.
Very
I was
proud of
on
you, Brian.
years,
On 4 years sobriety, man. Keep on going, bro.
Brian, we love you, man.
All right,
Good
love
to
you
see
all.
you,
Thanks
buddy.
for having me.
Brother Brian, ladies and gentlemen, freaking legend.
Sam Smith loves you too.
Holy
Rachel, I
smokes,
always
Brother
thought of
Brian.
you as more Kiki D type.
Kiki
Hey,
D.
Gavin, Rhino
Kiki
has not put out Slider because I don't think Warner has Slider. But they didn't. They put out just the Electric Warrior.
Yeah, I was talking about Slider because last show we did John Lennon Knows Your Name and I've Seen His. What the hell does that mean? You think about that one for a little bit. Okay, don't forget, I fear this is just a temporary respite. Loki, we love you. Come on up. Loki, everybody, let's really have a show. Let's get Loki. Loki, come on up, young fella.
Okay, I want to be honest. Loki fronted me $500 to come up here on tonight.
Holy
Did he?
smokes, that is
No,
big.
he didn't do that.
Big offerings. Okay,
I'm just-
Scotty, do you have Crocs at your place? Do you have a pair of Crocs?
No. I used
Look
to.
at there, Rob. I got my Crocs. They're military.
Oh no,
grade.
I can't wear those.
Well, Rachel,
Those hurt my
Rachel, I
Those
knew
are
you were
must in the
famous
medical
for.
field.
I knew you were famous for having many Crocs of shit, Rachel. But
Rob, that's horrible. Do you think how many people are out watching right now have their own pairs of Crocs?
Hey,
how
Rob.
many of them are under 80?
Rob, there's
Stop it.
you like to binge TV shows. There's a show that I got into.
We are having some outages. We did have an outage. When Maz, when you were stuck up there, that was a YouTube out. So we did have
Am I
a slight
stuck up?
outage. We're back, but
I didn't know. Mine didn't go out.
we're breaking the internet because of all the powerful guests we're getting all on camera at one time. It's not easy with this kind of talent.
What I understand tonight, the internet is not prepared for the amount of Archies and
It's gonna break the
Way
internet.
too many Archies going on, Rachel.
Holy smokes. I love Brian's question, though. He's a gearhead. And so he comes by and honestly likes to talk about the gear.
I don't.
Okay. Rachel, I guess she won't be getting big views on your live streams anymore. I hope the hell that's not true. Rob Walker.
Well, hold on.
Whoa.
Rob Walker, can you help her as someone who gets no views on your live streams? Can you help Rachel?
It's horrible. Listen, we're going to do fine with the views. We got Brother Brian. He's very popular. We got Mazzy's back. We're going to make a big
Mazzy.
out of that.
Mazzy, did you see that new Jim Jarmusch film?
I'm
Father, Mother, Sister, Brother.
No. No.
With Tom Waits and all them.
No.
I was wondering what your opinion was, because I thought it was so boring. I like Jarmusch, but I didn't like it at all.
I didn't like. I remember going to the theater the weekend that zombie film opened. He did.
Mm-hmm.
With all the talent in it, I thought it was bad.
I felt the same way about this one. I just sat there going, "When is it over?"
What was the one where the three guys, they escaped from prison and they're in the bayou? Down by Law.
That was good.
Yeah,
that had Tom Waits.
You know what? The last good movie I saw 2 weeks ago, I went opening weekend to see Send Help with Rachel McAdams, and it's Sam Raimi's film.
I like her.
And Sam Raimi. It's a revenge type film with some. It's really good. It's funny and it's revengey and it's a little violent, but it's quirky and it's
can
fun.
everyone?
Mass, I'm so sorry, but something's just come up.
Can everyone look at Simon's avatar and tell me who's clueless?
Okay, Rob, that's hurtful. That is the Mav's avatar.
Wait. Well, hey, Simon, seriously, when were you lost in the Arctic?
He's not in the Arctic. He's in England. They got a lot of rain. It could be very chilly in England, Rob.
Hey,
very chilly.
Rob, did you see that movie? You didn't see that movie, I take it.
The one you just talked about?
Yeah.
No,
you haven't. Okay.
I mean, me going to the theater anymore is I've bought into the whole vinyl nonsense.
Holy smokes!
I'd rather just.
I don't go anymore either. I go just for few.
I watch whatever comes up on TV. I'll watch.
So there's no movie that grabs.
Me too, mostly.
That makes you go to the theater, Rob. Like, not anymore.
I mean, even the big. I have a giant 65-inch TV. Even a big action movie.
Boy, when you were going there, Rob, I was very nervous for a second. I got a giant 60.
Well, I also have a large penis, man.
I try to go every week. I go about every other week to the theater.
This is a thing.
I only go to one.
Hey, I just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Vinyl Dale, keep making stupid comments. Mine will make yours look.
Rob, stop attacking Simon. Simon is one of our most beloved peanut gallery members. He's in supporting, lifting that barge, toting that bale, making the show so much fun for friends at home. Okay, so go a little easy on him. Sorry that you had to witness that vinyl community. Holy
you know what? I could help him out. Change your name of your channel to Vinyl Simon. It's better than Vinyl Dale.
Boy, oh boy. Eddie, how do you handle it when you're doing your little show, you're spinning a record? So I'm having to deal with, I'm going up against Tokyo Brian on a frequent basis. I think he's gunning for me. I just think this young talent.
I haven't done a video or gone live for over 3 years.
Okay.
I just don't have
somebody obviously did Brother Brian go up against you and totally destroy your
ever since I got these Harpeth speakers, it limited my space around my workstation.
They're big.
And that's where I was streaming from.
Hey,
so,
Eddie,
Yes, yes, Wax.
If you ever decide to go back live, I understand going up against Vinyl Dale is a good time to do your live stream.
Point taken.
All right.
Okay. Rob Walker, I gotta go. Nothing new here. Rob, that's hurtful.
Wait. Oh, hold on. That's hold on. That's the 5th time Rob Walker has said something like that.
That is very hurtful, Rob Walker. We've got great guests. Mazzy's back, for the love of God. Show a little respect. I'm sorry, Scotty, you had to be here to hear that comment. Never in my days of
that Rob Walker, I tell you.
Gabby, is that McCartney movie this weekend? The Elvis movie, I think, is this weekend too, right?
Isn't the McCartney movie going to be on a streaming service?
Yeah, but They do have a couple nights where they show.
Yeah, Elvis one is
people
one.
like to go
I'd
into
love to see
theaters. I think the Elvis one, the Baz Luhrmann, what's his name?
Baz
That's
Luhrmann.
Luhrmann.
I do want to see it at. I'd
They
like to see
made
an
it for
IMAX.
IMAX. It was
And
made
I'm going to tell you,
It's on IMAX.
Sony is supposedly sending me the CD, and then I don't think the vinyl comes out till April. They reached out to me, but I do want to see that because I'm interested. Because he does cool. I love Moulin Rouge, and what's the dance movie he did?
The ballroom dancing one.
Strictly Ballroom.
Strictly Ballroom. That was great.
And he did with Claire.
He did
Danes,
Romeo and Juliet, didn't he?
Romeo and Juliet. He sometimes flounders, but I think he's a really good director.
Gatsby. Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
That was terrible. I hated it.
You know what? I've dealt with him. He's kind of a particular guy, but he was.
Well, he
nice
did the
to me.
Elvis movie a couple
He was
years
nice
ago.
to me.
I like his take on things. I love Moulin Rouge. I think that's a great
I like the
movie.
stylization of whoever he uses for cinematography. He does a really good job
Yeah.
with that.
So this is an interesting thing. I think it might bring me into the theater.
Ladies and gentlemen, Grateful Dogs coming in. Hey, Rach, I'm pushing 400 subs. Everybody, get on board the Grateful Dogs program. Please support this channel and get out there and give them a sub, give them a follow, leave a comment on a video, do due diligence.
Hey,
and
Grateful
help us get
Dogs,
out.
can I
I
give
love
him
it.
a
We
piece-
want them 400 subs and then on.
Can I give him a piece of advice, Rachel?
All right, Rob, I'd like this. Go ahead.
Hey,
Here we
Grateful
go.
Dogs, here's a great piece of advice.
Here comes
Don't-
advice.
Don't complain about me on your channel. It hasn't worked for Vinyl Dale.
Oh my God, that's very hurtful. Holy smoke! What's going on? He needs 2 more, and don't be dinks. I hate dinks of the
No
vinyl.
dinks.
Don't be a dink. Sub and don't go. I've changed my mind. I'm going to end sub
Has
later.
anyone gone to see Melania yet?
Hey, I haven't. I'd love to see it. It sounds like.
Why don't you go? You could go.
You know, Mazzy, I thought about this. If they made a real movie about Melania, it basically would be the storyline of Pretty Woman. A hooker meets a rich guy, and
right.
Yeah, true.
Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Sue.
Oh my God. Okay, here's Grateful Dog's channel, ladies and gentlemen. You can hell head out there and support him. He's a good lad.
Okay.
And so he just needs 2 more for that 400 mark, which is great. Massey, do you know what your count is right now on your channel? I mean, it is massive and getting bigger every day.
It's not quite 45,000.
Yeah, Mazzy's is massive too. Yeah,
It's not quite 55 now.
No,
Is
it's
that
not quite 45.
45?
Okay, so
Hey, you know,
I'm getting close to 1,000, Rachel.
Please, everybody. Scotty's
Imagine.
he's had somebody who's nice and
Can
friendly.
you imagine? Oh my God.
okay.
Scotty, I want you to have 2,000, 5,000, 10,000.
I
7
would ask
o'clock.
Mazzy to give you a shout out, but it hasn't worked for me.
7 o'clock. Oh wait.
Okay, something's happening.
Thursday,
Just please be buried with us,
Wait,
Matthew.
is
7
Mazzy
o'clock
not
Thursday is
fine?
IMAX of the McCartney film up at Regal Thornton Place. That's on the way to. Hey Kimbo, do I have to see you? You want to go see a McCartney film Thursday?
Good God. This is like around 1995, my buddy phones me and say, hey, I want to go see Beauty and the Beast. Do you want to come with me to see Beauty and the I'm like, what? Beauty and the Beast? You go, yeah, the artwork. I want to go see. I was like, oh my God. Do you know what'll happen? We go,
Yeah. Wow.
Go into the
Okay.
Okay, what's going on?
Thursday night IMAX. All these seats are sold out already for McCartney.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
I'm
not
apparently
surprised.
Paul can still
I'm
draw.
surprised. That's more than
Really?
Melania.
Hey,
Melania,
Mazzy,
like,
do you want me to teach you something? Just buy a ticket for Melania and sneak into the Paul McCartney.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of our best friends.
Melania's not
here.
even playing anymore.
This
too.
guy, I love this guy. This is Frank, Sticker Mania, okay? Louisville, Kentucky, home of the Slugger, kids.
Not
Home
so
of the
bad.
Slugger.
Look at
This guy
all
knows
those
Beatles like
fancy-
nobody. Led Zeppelin, Rolling Stones. Great eBay channel. You're looking for Beatle memorabilia, #1 spot in the world, And so we love Frank. Please support Frank. Please subscribe, especially Beatle people. Quite
Joey's
frankly, I
on-
think
I'm
all
gonna
our
buy 2
Beatle people
tickets and if
already
you
are
go.
sub. But anyway, do it. Sub to Frank.
Can I
Okay.
buy one of the cripple seats? I guess I can't.
What, a cripple? What the hell? Cripple seat.
It was nice knowing this.
Up on cripple seat, I'll send you up on cripple seat. Great.
You know, we can.
My father-in-law used to call that cripple parking when he was handicap parking.
Record shows.
There's cripple parking over there.
That's just horrible, man.
Those are the best
You got it. It's like when Matt Dillon calls the kids retards. I love helping the little retards out. You know, that you just can't say it in 2026 like that. Like Scotty, you're sensitive.
Hey,
what would be the proper word? Massey doesn't want to take a crippled seat. What do you take? What is the proper word?
Rachel.
Handicap seats.
Hold on. You may be right. You may be right. You may be wrong. Rob may know what they're called.
I've had experience being in theaters that are
What do we call them, Rob? What do we call them?
And like the old people will say,
crippled seat.
Hey, John Lennon said crippled inside.
They do. They do.
Be taken from Mazzy. Do you know how old the average Paul McCartney fan is, Rachel?
They are very elderly.
So that means that the crippled seats are full.
You know how the lyric goes. Something inside is when you're crippled inside.
Yeah.
You know what's the problem? You know
one thing you can't hide is when you're crippled inside.
Rachel.
Yes.
2 hours and 7 minutes.
I have a suspicion that when Mazzy goes to see the movie, everyone in the theater is going to go, "Can you turn the sound up, please?"
Yeah, we can't hear Paul. My bunion's hurting. It's going to rain tomorrow.
Wait, here's the reason I won't go to that theater. The smell of Bengay in that theater will be pungent.
It's going to be just, and the Vicks vapor rub, that stuff you can smell a mile away, Scotty. Be very careful if you're going to go see the McCartney show.
If you're going to go
popcorn,
you have to bring one of those emotional dogs with you.
Holy smoke. Yeah, the comfort dogs. Absolutely, comfort dogs. We love them. Mazzy and Kimbo, boys' night out. Hooray. You guys are going to go see McCartney. Do you share popcorn with other fellas, Maz? Like your both hands go in? And if your hands accidentally touch, is it awkward?
No.
Kimbo, because you're good pals.
Do the angels go?
Who's holding the bucket?
Yeah, we don't do the diner scene, the popcorn diner scene with Mickey Rourke.
Holy smoke. Hey, Maz, we lost Robert Duvall, one of the great actors of our time. I like Robert Duvall.
I always loved Robert Duvall.
My favorite performance here, I'll go first. I want to ask everybody what their favorite performance. Obviously, Apocalypse Now, incredible. You know, Napalm in the Morning, what a line. But the great Santini, perhaps overlooked, as a rough and tumble military dad and relationship problems. And he's a great Santini. Oscar-worthy performance.
Before Rob's time, but I remember going to see a test screening of The Great Santini.
Yeah, it's a great movie. So Maz, favorite performance for Duvall? Maybe one of the Godfathers, something like that.
Godfather and Apocalypse Now. You know, Apocalypse Now is a cliche one, but it's a really good one. It's a great.
I like To Kill a Mockingbird and Apocalypse Now.
Well, To Kill a Mockingbird. He's standing
very tiny, very tiny role, but very powerful.
Yeah, he's standing against the role.
Yeah.
Is he Boo Radley? Is that who he is?
I think so.
Oh yeah, he's Boo Radley and To Kill a Mockingbird.
I love him in The Godfather, though. He was so distinguished, you know.
Isn't he the one that ends up betraying you? I loved you, Frito. He's Frito or something.
No.
Okay.
He does everything for the family.
He's a loyal.
He's the consul.
Hold on. Here, I'll end this conversation right here and now.
Okay, Rob, go ahead. Help.
Paris, Texas.
Done. Oh, I got that one. I got Paris, Texas.
He's not in Paris, Texas.
Not Paris, Texas. What's the other one?
Oh, take your time. Take your time.
Hold on. I'm not
right. That's Harry Dean Stanton.
Oh, he's Harry Dean Stanton's Paris, Texas.
What's the same similar movie that Duvall made?
Similar
what movie?
He's never been in any Vin Vendors movie.
He was nominated for an Oscar for it.
I Shot J.R.
Tender Mercies?
Tender Mercies.
Oh, we played the country singer.
I know more than you. You know all this.
End of story. Tender Mercies.
Yeah.
Okay, Eddie, favorite Duvall performance? Anything that stands out for you?
Apocalypse Now, for sure. Top one. There was one movie, The Apostle.
The Apostle?
Yeah.
Okay, is this like a biblical vehicle?
No,
or is he
Billy Bob Thornton directed it, wasn't acting in it.
Okay.
Robert Duvall plays like a Preacher.
Preacher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy Bob. I'm a big Billy Bob fan, just because of the name. Perhaps, maybe that's what drew me.
I
in.
like Billy Bob in Primary Colors.
Is he
He
in
was great.
Primary Colors?
He was great in that. He played the James Carville character.
Oh yeah, the movie Colors.
Colors.
Of course, there's
Primary
that,
Colors,
too.
yeah.
No,
Primary Colors.
Color-
They're Colors. Right?
Colors is the movie that
Not Colors, yeah.
hold on.
Hold
Yeah.
on, Rossford. Well, I
The
don't
actor-
want my big hurt.
The actor directed it with Sean Penn and Robert Duvall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I saw that one at the theater, kids. That's how far back I go in these Hollywood days.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'll end it with another movie.
Okay.
Open Range with Kevin Costner. That movie's
Open Range, Kevin Costner.
He was in a Twilight Zone and Outer Limits.
The Eagle has landed.
Born on the Bayou. We love Born on the Bayou. Has he got a wrench and everything? Born on the Bayou. Ken. We love Ken. This is one of my good friends. Ken is so good. He's so kind of generous. This guy threw a whole bunch of Eddie, you'll love this. He threw a whole bunch of criterions at me. So some are pretty rough and tumble. I got to tell you, some of these criterions that he threw our way, they are brutal.
He was in The Natural and
a whole bunch of Beatle, like the Beatle knockoff bands, like Beatles groups like Mazzy's The Bugs record. The poor guy, his mom bought him the Bugs. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Not so good movie is that DB Cooper movie.
Yeah, DB Cooper, when he's the airplane, he escapes, he drops from the airplane.
No, he's not DB Cooper. He's the cop chasing DB Cooper.
I didn't get him.
But he was in The Natural, and he was in Sling Blade, which is good. And
okay, I love
Down.
this. Sling Blade. Yeah, I've heard about
Falling Down with Michael Douglas. That's a cool movie.
Okay, check. Oh, Falling Down. Yeah, interesting. Okay, Billy Bob is a real freak. I want to bet you, because it's Billy Bob we're talking, he's got all the money in the world. Frank, you're one of the world's biggest Beatle seller dealer guys. I would not be surprised, and this is what we were talking a little bit about. John Lennon Knows Your Name. I am convinced that a lot of these big name stars are watching. A lot of them are watching right now. Don't be rude.
I sat next to Billy Bob once at a bar at the Sunset Marquee, and we talked for an hour about music. Apparently, at the time, the Sunset Marquee had a recording studio downstairs, and they had all these photographs by Jim Marshall, who was banned from the hotel after throwing a chair a couple years earlier through the window.
Jim Marshall?
Jim Marshall. And I was talking to Billy. We talked about music the whole time. I don't remember if we actually talked about the Beatles.
Did he smell like Vicks?
He did not.
No, Eddie, that's a great.
He said to me, he said, "Hey, can you buy me a drink?"
I love that.
At least it's that and not a blowjob.
Holy smoke.
We got some taters with that martini.
All right, hold on. There we go. Okay, baby, here you go. I got to go like this when Scoozy goes by. All right, there she goes. Oh, female vanity. Rob, you don't deal with chicks much, right? Do you know much about the fairer sex? Have you had encounters? Yeah.
Do they have a vagina?
Yes, they do. They are the people with the vaginas.
Vagina.
Okay. What?
Vagina.
Okay, little Jimmy Nichols played drums in the Beatles imitator groups before he actually played with the Beatles, so he's actually on.
Well, that's a good question, Mr. Stickamania. How did he get cast? How, of all the people to get chosen, how come Nichols was chosen to fill in for Ringo?
His sister, Christy McNichol.
I don't know the answer to that. Do you, Rachel?
I love you. I have no idea how Jimmy. Didn't he come in and he was recommended?
Give me 5 cents.
He was recommended by the label. I think that one of the suits went and recommended. He's a drummer. We'll get him for you.
Remember that scene? Is it in Annie Hall? Nichols.
Annie Hall. Yeah, what an asshole.
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy shit. Can you let me see that? Can I just see the picture? Let me see the picture. We're getting messages from people. One just came in and they just go, this came up as the thumbnail for the program. I just wondering what the hell's going on with your show. Looks like you got somebody from a 1950s glamour queen. Rob, you might want to pay attention to this shot. There you go. So this is, there was some concerns that this was a thumbnail on YouTube. Yes, Rob.
Can you hold that one picture closer to your camera?
Okay,
Rachel, when did you interview Oasis?
Hold it closer to the camera.
Okay.
It almost looks like a older Julie Garland. Judy Garland.
All right, Rob. I love it.
All right, on my parade.
There's
more like Liza Minnelli. More like Liza.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, Frank's here. He
That's
feels
it. That's it.
George Martin probably recommended him. Maybe George ran across him somehow.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know that.
I just heard it was one of the suits that got the kid in. You know, they needed a Liverpudlian kid or somebody that could drum, and so that's how it went out. Okay, Maz, you get the new Beck album. Mine
Yes,
came
but
out.
I can't show it now because I showed it on Rob's stream this morning.
Okay, you don't like the double tip, do you?
It's no. Rob doesn't
Never.
like it.
Rob, okay,
It's excellent. It's an EP, and it's a collection of orphan songs. Like it goes back to the Eternal Spotless Mind, where he does a cover of a Corgi song. He does a cover of Love, the John Lennon, things that were on other like tribute albums and soundtracks and covers. Very Valentine's Day centric EP, red vinyl, 8 songs.
We love Jim. Listen, Jim is the heir apparent on the program. He's young. He's my protege. I'm bringing him along. I think he's coming along. Bro, Rob, have you got a protege on your program? Because, you know, yeah, you got a lot of years in the can left for you. You got a good long run coming. I see a lot of good things in your future. But there's going to come a time when you're going to need to pass the torch. And I'm already realizing I'm at that point. I need Jim, and I see the talent there. Who's your protege?
Jim.
Rachel?
Yes.
It seems like you're trying to step on my coattails because I have the original Jim.
Oh, you got Jim.
Yeah. He's going to pass it on to Jim.
Okay,
yeah.
hold on, Scotty.
With real gear.
Hold on.
I have the real Jim.
Don't you idiots have the answers. Listen to this. Wise up. Jim's 87 years old. How many years left?
You lie.
But he's got a pig.
Rachel?
Oh, the pig is going to take over. Okay, go ahead, Rob.
Nuclear war.
Nuclear war.
The only thing that will survive it, cockroaches and record collector news Jim.
What the hell's going on with YouTube? Is it down again? Let me try and watch this program.
Vintage stereo tubes.
Okay, I'm watching it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, it's just weird, you know what's going on with this YouTube. But we've had this kind of messaging a couple of times tonight. Maybe in some areas it's down. Rob, go.
My phone app, it was not working for a bit.
Okay, yeah, because we did have a thing. Hey, I love the cover art, and so far, I've been streaming the music. It is for the Beck album, the new Beck. All right, thank you, Dave. All right, let's take a look.
Oh, you know, when I went to see that movie at that small theater, one of the coming attractions, they were showing, they're re-showing this old movie called Phantom of the one with Paul Williams in it.
Phantom of the Paradise.
Phantom of Paradise.
Phantom of the Paradise. They love it.
That's bizarre.
It is bizarre, but it's great. Look at that. Here we go. Here's Beck. Hey, Maz, he's looking scared. What's going on with Beck's? Look at it.
He's looking to come hither.
Yeah,
is that a hither or is he scared?
This is very man of cocaine.
It's very pillow talk. Yeah.
Oh,
hot pink. Maybe Scotty's onto something.
It's red.
Yeah, I think it's very suggestive there.
Johnny, there's no Johnny. You're not going to be my protege, Johnny. You're too damn old. I'm looking for a young, eager, young talent. Not you, Johnny. You're too elderly now. Just enjoy your golden years, Johnny. This is for Jim. He's young and eager. Sorry you had to hear that, Jim. Oh, my God. Scotty, have you thought, you're so young, you don't know anything about this, but comes a time for your own channel, like who are you going to hold the reins to? A protege. You gotta be mentoring out there.
But I don't do a live stream though, you know.
Yeah, but even in the canned stuff, it all counts. Okay, Rob's going to help you out here, Scotty. Go ahead.
No. Oh, no.
Okay, what do you got? What do you got?
The diminutive, and I mean short.
Yes.
Vinyl Dale wants my attention right now, Rachel.
Okay, let's take a look. All right. Rob's non-legacy. It ends with him. It ends with it. That's kind of bitter.
Oh.
Okay. That is an ouch.
Yes.
You okay, Rob?
My non-legacy ends with me. Rachel.
Yes.
What's a non-legacy? I need to know.
Well, it's a legacy that's not even there. There is no legacy to even
So
be.
it's not a legacy. If it's a non-legacy,
it's not a legacy.
It's not a legacy.
Psychological. You're tearing my brain apart with this.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
Final Dale, is a non-legacy anything like a non-YouTube stream, like the one you do? There you go.
What a master of the English language.
Oh,
yeah, and that's
Mazzy,
native language.
You've been involved with the photographer crowd for a long time. God, I still lament over the fact that you weren't able to get AGK into your stable of characters. But having said that, have you ever wanted to design album covers yourself with your artistic eye?
I'm not a good technical designer. I know what I like. I know what I think looks good. It's very subjective. But I'm not good at designing. I have an idea. I'd like to work with a designer who can translate the ideas and make it even better. I love that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I love what Mazzy just said. It's recognizing your own skill set, your own talents, and then and acting accordingly.
I'm a better director type than a builder of that kind of stuff. I get it, but
do you see yourself as being more of a help or a hindrance to Rob's career when it comes to trying to help direct Rob's?
I'm not even close to either of them.
Rachel, remember in like TV shows and movies where the guy goes like this a lot?
I doubt it. Yeah, that's the director. What he's framing, he's framing it. You do that to frame it. You're getting a sense of the screen to frame.
Well, this is the portrait. Whenever you see portraits of,
I doubt that.
Spielberg does that.
Hold on. What time is it in the UK right now, Rachel?
What time is? They are 8 hours ahead of us. So it's 6 o'clock here. So that means it's like 2 in the morning for them.
Hey, you mean that dipshit is typing about me at 2 in the morning?
2 in the morning. He can't sleep. He's thinking about you. We all think
know.
Come on, man.
Yeah, wait. All I want to happen is his wife to walk in and go, "Why do you keep typing Rob's name into the?"
All right, let's just.
So you just said walk in, which means they're not in the same room.
Well, you did the math, man. Wait.
I mean, that's not an uncommon thing when you get old.
You did the math. Cookie for you.
So, Scotty, we're hearing good things about Record Store Day. Are you going to be getting out there on Record Store Day yourself? Is there something you're interested in this Record Store Day?
Well, I'm working it, so I might not be able to get everything I want because when I work it, I can't shop until after everybody else has been barreled through. So.
Over it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. I did a whole video on it. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm interested in. Bat for Lashes is one of them that I really.
Did we throw a link for Scotty's channel too, Sue? Can you do that again for us? We'll put because we want to get everybody over. So Scotty's already done Record Store Day video. Head over to Scotty's place, check it out, leave a comment. That's important for the engagement. And YouTube loves for whatever reason, they love the comments and they love all that stuff. Even though he's back, he's been away. Mazzy's got to have a poo-poo break, so we're just going to let him have poo-poo. We're going to bring Eddie up to cover for Mazzy while he's down going to the washroom.
Make sure he's muted, Rachel. I can't take the screen.
Oh, wow.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that, Scotty. It's perfectly normal.
He had a lot of hot sauce today. He had a lot of hot peppers today, huh?
Yeah, Gabby's right about this. Joey Kellio, our good friend, Joey specifically said, help out the band. Go and specifically request.
That's gonna be gone. That's gonna
it's
gonna sell. It always does.
Hey, can I do a show and tell?
Do it, man. Of course.
Erica.
Yeah, I pulled these because tomorrow morning I got this. It's funny, this European photo agency, I think they're a startup photo agency, somehow got a hold of me and reached out. They want to talk to me. I don't know if they want me to consult. I'm giving them a freebie for an hour, if that makes any sense. Like I almost want to say, don't do it. It's photographers don't get paid any money anymore. But I pulled these because these are some of the promo books just up to the pandemic that we did 7 or 8 years before that. I won't show you every page. We used to do these promo, aside from digital and online and websites, we would do these promo books like this. This is a diptych that.
Hold on, is that you in both pictures, Maz?
No, neither is me. Michelle Clement.
Nice tush.
Michelle Clement shot these, but I think these are so great. Like this series.
Do you work out?
Yes.
Well, what the hell, Maz?
I mean, I think this is professional photographers.
Yeah.
Some are more stylish than others.
And so these were done for just almost like a portfolio.
This is promo books we would do every year.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like those the model books, like those model things.
Yeah, but we would send these out. We'd send like 2,000 of these out to art directors.
Is that Final Dale?
No,
Coffee
stop.
Dave.
It's not Dale.
Julie.
Oh, what a cutie.
You know, some of it's just different kinds of stuff. I mean, this is
what I got. Rob, did you?
But
Rob, what picture we're about? There's Mazzy.
Okay,
Look,
every year,
Mazzy got naked and he brought a suitcase and he's the first one's with Mazzy with his hat.
No,
then he got naked and then he walked in the woods. And then
the concept every year
is Mazzy acting in the Vinyl Dale story?
That's a Boy George hat.
Every year I would pick one of my photographers and loan them one of my hats and had them do anything they wanted for the cover. So my food photographer put prosciutto on, totally wrecked my hat.
Oh my God, it would have stunk like prosciutto.
Not Photoshop. This is a real food stylist did that. Yeah. Here's another one that one of my photographers did.
Oh, they hurt your hats. I wouldn't let my photographers anywhere
That's
near
not my hat.
Did you notice
Michelle
that
did this.
When we stayed with Mazzy, he smelled like meat.
He smelled like prosciutto. Oh.
Is she wearing your hat?
That is attractive.
That's one of my hats.
That's a mannequin.
That's a mannequin of all things.
And then this is one of my favorites, actually.
That's
is
nice.
that you, Norman?
No, none of these are me. So,
but it looks like you with the hat, like it's like you're influencing your artist because
you're the muse. He's the muse.
This is the CG artist I have.
Hold on, we gotta make a big.
That's cool.
Their hat hurt. Pigs in the hat.
Bears.
They're bears. They're bears.
Bears in a hat.
They're brown bears.
They're bears.
Is that your hand that they used as a model? Hand modeling?
No.
There's what I do that.
That's pretty cool, Mazzy.
Yeah, these are cool stuff, right?
Yeah,
I like that.
They're good
photography. That was cool.
So that's how I made my living for 38 years.
Holy smokes!
Telling people what sucked and what didn't suck.
Now, do you miss it? Are you missing it at this point? You know, are you further? Is it in the rear view long enough now for you going? Can I actually miss a little bit of that?
I was very fortunate to do something I loved, and like everything else, there's bullshit times and clients that are assholes and great clients, and financially it was great because you could make on a photo shoot on a production in a week what on a normal job I'd make in a month. But it's not always like that. You know, you could have 3 great months and nothing for 2 months. So, you know, it's like being an actor, I guess, or being any kind of freelancer. So, but
it's creative, and the people you meet are all artists types.
It was great. Well, they're advertising people. So the problem at the very end and now used to be a lot of the ad agencies were creative driven. Like watch Mad Men. They listen to Don Draper until you go to the McCanns and the gray advertising, and they don't. It's all account driven. It's all about the money, and if the client is nervous, they would acquiesce to the client. And it's like that now. Agencies are scared. They do like all the Super Bowl commercials to me were all about celebrities and nothing else, and they were bland. I thought they used to be more creative. Right now,
he's back. He's back with us, and we're never losing him again.
Well, I'm here for summer camp.
Okay. You're so loved, and you know it. You know I love you the moon and back, but you're a passionate guy. Mazzy's passionate, Simon. But Mazzy's back.
I have a personal question, and this is a serious question.
Uh-oh.
Did you get Social Security at 62, or did you wait for the?
I got it at 66. I took it at 66 because I was working. Now, I don't know what it is now. If you are working, I know early 62. The problem is, and think it's either if you work and you get money from work too, they deduct from your Social Security until you're 65. Once you're 65, you can work freelance and get your total amount.
Okay, so listen to this, Maz.
Rachel just came in. A few aspiring YouTubers don't have balls either.
Right. So I waited till
bad YouTubers.
It was 66. Like
66 also for myself, says Frank. He went in for a 60. You can't do. I went early on mine. Because you're apparently what is it, Sue? We went and talked about it, how you do it. Apparently, it's better if you go earlier than later.
Well, the problem is, if I had waited till 70, I would have probably got a couple more $100 a week, maybe. I mean, a month.
The argument,
but you think of those 4 or 5 years that you didn't get money, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's the deal. I think that's the deal.
But if you get it early enough, you can, and you don't need the money to survive or to live off of. You can invest it.
Yeah.
And whatever difference you were going to make when you're 70, you can make it up in the market in less than a year or 2 years.
Hey, Johnny, you've been retired for 30 years?
Okay, Johnny, he's not that old, Rob. Come on now. Holy smokes.
Is that when the Pony Express stopped working?
It's so interesting. I like the idea. I love artists. Sue and I just bought a book today from our friend Joe Soren. And I had no idea, but he's got this beautiful bound book. He's got
I know Joe's work. I know Joe's work.
Yeah, he's got about like 5.
We used to have an illustration division, so I knew.
He may have come across your desk there, maybe.
Well, I knew of his work because we had a guy named Mark Ulrichson who stood as New Yorker covers, and we had a handful of really good illustrators.
He's a super nice
guy.
My
late partner Larry represented the illustrators. I didn't, but
there's a great book. So we just bought it today. So we're waiting for that to come in. And then he's got a couple others who want to do it. I guess, there you go. The book, this is the one that we picked up. Joe Soren, painting and sculpture. He does sculptures as well. Unique style, really good, but super good guy. We're trying to get his ass out to visit us. That's what we're working on. Go ahead, Eddie. What's going on, buddy?
Speaking of paintings, I just love Susie's little frog she posted on Instagram.
Oh yeah, she's working. There's Joe's work.
I know his work.
Distinctive style the guy's got.
Yeah.
So here's a point in commonality for all of us, boys and girls. You think of the great Tom Rishon, who's done so many album covers, and is an artist. We're so lucky, so blessed here in the vinyl community to have so many artistic people that we hang with. And
who are the autistic people, Rachel?
Well, Joe Soren for one of them, obviously.
Autistic people.
Well, but you think about Tom Rishon and Delphina's in the arts, right?
Tom Rishon.
We used to represent this guy, Mark Ulrichson.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong.
He does a lot of sports and a lot of dogs and things.
Oh, very famous. Yeah, he did the dogs, the racing dogs and stuff. Very famous style.
Rachel, can I rain on someone's parade right
Okay,
now?
Rob, I don't want it to be too hurtful, but I understand you are what's known as a truther. You've got to speak your truth.
Can you highlight Easy Now's comment?
Easy. Hang on, buddy. Hang on. We're coming. Okay, here we go. Okay, Rob, talk to us.
That record ain't worth jack shit. Easy Now. Stop it.
Okay, a rare Fonzie LP.
No, you can find that album. It's not worth anything.
Okay, so you don't think this is so... Okay, well, how are you going to put them back together?
Who?
Easy, because that kind of criticism, when he's all excited, he's found an album of a lifetime. Maybe he loves the fonts. And for him to discover...
All right, I think I can handle this, Rachel.
Okay, Rob, please help us out.
Easy Now? Maybe you could sneak it back into the store without them finding out.
Okay, here's a question for Mazzy. Mazzy, will you be getting a camera as nice as Rachel with a beautiful bouquet background?
Probably not.
Mine's bigger than yours.
You know,
It's a beautiful bokeh effect.
That's where I get lazy. I get lazy about the production part. I just turn my iPhone on. Any editing I do in iMovie on my phone. I don't do it separate.
I heard, like, will the 17 do a bokeh effect?
Well, does
it have the aperture?
You know what I found? This is interesting. If I do the limited depth of field app part, what is it called? I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, they'll have a name for it.
Under portrait mode, and it's limited. You have whenever I try to edit it, I have problems with the upload on the edit. Like the files are bigger than or something.
So, yeah, they're massive.
So I don't bother anymore. I know Michael 45 gets that effect, but he uses a big.
He uses a camera like a full
$6,000 camera, and I'm not against that, but I don't need to go there at any point. It's about, at this point, it's about the content. About. Am I going to offend you? Not the presentation.
Mazzy, is your John Lennon print signed by Richard Avedon, the one in the living room?
No, and that's actually a print from the estate. It's not a silver gelatin print, unfortunately. No, it's not signed. And
okay, Rob, I was afraid of this. Easy is crushed and need of therapy.
All right.
Scotty, for that.
Yeah, I knew this could. Oh my God, he's using the gripper. You're getting therapy through Rob Smith. It is charismatic gripper that he's using. You should be feeling that across your TV.
Sticker Mania. I have a John Lennon print signed by Ethan Russell that he printed. I have a Barry Feinstein signed digital print of All Things Must Pass cover that he signed. I have a Herb Green print of Grace Slick flipping him off, and a couple of John Lennon signed print by Jim Marshall, and a couple prints by Jim Marshall.
Rachel, I got to run. I need to take my dogs out. It's time for them to do that.
Yes, Eddie, very important because they like
Rachel?
some of our guests tend to go poo-poo. Rob, go ahead.
That's the real poo-poo.
Yes, absolutely.
I just have a signed May Pang print. That's it.
I do too.
Hey, May Pang's fantastic.
Which print do you have?
No, it's a picture of the two of them together. I don't have it with me right now.
I have a Polaroid that Michelle bought for me.
I met her. She's
you met May, right?
Sweetheart,
and you've met Yoko, right?
I met Yoko. I met John. Yeah.
Yeah, you did meet John, right?
That's a signed May Pang Polaroid of John Lennon.
Hang on, everybody. We'll make John big here.
Oh wow.
And that's my sign. That's my sign, Jim Marshall.
It's interesting.
Cool.
John Lennon in that picture with the cigarette.
That's my mother and my grandfather.
God bless them. God bless their memory.
Wow.
And this is a signed Ringo print, a self-portrait with a timer of him and Paul.
Oh, that's great.
I like that shot. That's a good shot.
This is one of Michelle's photographs.
Nice.
With a Maslowian touch.
Well, that was, so anyway.
Maslov hats.
Okay, we're in the dark. Mazzy's in the dark. Be careful, Mazzy. He's walking out of the darkness. Holy smoke. Rob, are you as emotionally invested as I am in the return of Mazzy? Back to the show. He's back in the fold. He's ours again. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do with myself. There was no Mazzy around to look at and love. And now he's back, and I'm also happy, and my heart is just growing.
You know,
this large.
You got to get one of those lifelike cutouts. You got to get one of those cutouts.
I'm going to get a Mazzy cutout.
Yeah, you got to get a cutout for when he's not here.
If Mazzy's not here, we're going to put right
myself. I'm still mad at the things which we're not going to talk about.
No, but we understand that.
It's not even about. It's not even about Donald.
No,
I didn't even know what it was about. So whatever.
We know the Mazzy doesn't know what it was about.
I know what I totally know what it's about.
You know what it was? I think you were being influenced by Harry. Harry is a bad influence.
It's nothing to do with Harry. I don't. Only thing I'm going to say, I got to go soon anyway. And eat dinner.
I got to go soon.
Only thing I'll say, it's basically like when someone blames a rape victim because they dressed a certain way. That's my take on the way you react about something.
Beautiful.
We're
not.
I still think that's I still think that's outrageous. That's all I'll say.
Who's the rape victim?
Well, Rob, stop.
It wasn't rape, but you get the. I think
you get the idea of what
Scotty knows what I'm talking about.
We all know about rape.
Rachel?
Yeah, Rob.
If I had a nickel for everyone who stormed off in a huff.
I know. It's
John,
always been a
okay.
thing.
Hold on a
I have
second.
a lot of
Hold
nicknames.
on a second. Hold.
You'd have enough for a
Johnny,
pizza.
Johnny, are you fucking kidding me?
Okay,
I respect you.
Johnny.
I respect you. This isn't political.
No.
And I'm going to go after this because I'm going to go. I'm not storming off. I'll be back at some point.
Hold
But
on.
when-
Hey, you better get a cutout,
skin-
Rachel.
Okay, Mask. Okay, go.
Thin skin when someone blames someone anyway, you know what? I don't even go there. I don't even want to talk about it. But
Yeah.
you're out of line, Johnny.
It's
I'm
Fat
sorry.
Tuesday.
Okay, now, Rob,
Yeah.
you have been almost like, dare I say, you are the Jiminy Cricket to Mazzy's Pinocchio. You're a little guy with a little voice for him, and to go, hey, don't get so upset, Maz. It's going to be something, and you're going to the words of
I
wisdom.
think you're meshing a bunch of different characters.
Listen, it's all I know is it's
If you wish upon a star.
I love that. So,
That's a
Rob,
great song.
have you been texting Maz during this difficult time for Mazzy? Because it must have torn at Mazzy's heart as well to be
Right,
away
right,
from
so-
Rachel. Yeah,
I've been trying really hard to get Mazzy stuck in a whale's mouth.
that happened in Pinocchio. Remember
Oh,
that
Geppetto.
Are you guys Netflix people? Are you guys Netflix people?
Yeah.
right now? But
Why?
what's the thing to
There's a
watch?
show I'm watching that is so bizarre and so it's an Irish TV show. It's 8 episodes. I think I'm halfway through it. It's very thick Irish accent, but it's really good. It's I think this is the name, From Belfast to Heaven. And it's these 3 or 4, depending on the story part, middle-aged Irish women. And it's a creepy, and it's black humor. It's funny. You don't know where it's going. It's about murder and intrigue. Very quirky, and it's
Sounds
really good.
It
I might
actually
check it out.
sounds
I've
really
been watching a House of Guinness.
I watched, after the first 2, I liked it. First, I didn't get it at first, but once you get into it, I think it's better
Yeah,
than.
it's really good.
Is it about the Guinness fortune? The Guinness
Yeah.
people?
And it goes back to the beginning,
Mhm.
and that's the one they use a 7-horse song in it. a
Okay,
cover-
well,
Yeah.
what they use 7-horse in
it's
the
a
House of
cover.
Guinness?
They have to use all Irish bands. It's the people that did Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's they use a 7-horse, very short clip of a Irish band covering a 7-horse song.
I agree with you. It took a little while to get into, but once you were in it though, that
Okay.
sister is amazing.
Well,
She's
we gotta
really
official at the
mention
beginning.
David Donnelly
Yeah.
because David Donnelly's friends with Daphne Guinness. Is Daphne Guinness in the
Well,
thing?
this is
Yeah.
going back to the
Oh, I have to
beginning.
get going.
This is
I've
going.
been summoned. Sorry.
Oh,
What's
okay.
that?
Scotty, we love
What you say?
Yeah, I'm.
Take care, guys. I'm being
Daphne
summoned.
Guinness. Take care, Scotty.
Thanks.
Well,
Good
I
to
love
see you back,
Babs.
Mazzy.
Bye. Nice to see you.
He's going to be
Yeah.
here every day. We love Baz. He's so deep.
You know-
right? He's one of ours.
DJ, Bad Sisters is probably better, but it's in that vein.
Oh, well, we
These
got to
middle-aged
outstretch,
women.
guys.
Bad Sisters is excellent. Yeah,
Hey, I want to. It's dinner time for me.
Yeah,
so I
me
think
too. I got to go too.
That's all right. I'm going to keep these kids for another half hour. I wanted my 3-hour show. We'll just get some new talent up. But Mazzy, it means so much to me personally, as your cousin, as your friend, to have you back on TV show.
Okay, I take PayPal or the other one. But it
Money
has to be
coming
family and
between us,
friends.
Mazzy. Money, big money. We need money. Sing for us up there for us. All right, Norman Masloff, everybody. He's back. We got him, Mazzy. Rob, final word.
Get dollar bills to stuff a Mazzy's G-string, Rachel.
All right, we're gonna get him some money. All right, Rob, have a great meal. Holy smoke! What a show! We got Brother Brian. We had Brother Brian, Mazzy back. So that's going to be a thumbnail. But Jim did request to be in the thumbnail. There's no way I'm not going to put Jim in there. What's what? Loki Teo. We could put Loki Teo in the thumbnail. Everything is coming out great. Anybody else want to come up on a TV show and talk with Rachel? This is your opportunity, no matter how small a talent you are. After we had some pretty big guns on today's episode, didn't we, friends? Also, folks, while we're here, Mass will do, while we're in a little lull before we got our next guest, remember, there's only half hour left. So, but make sure you support the channel financially through the Patreon, $5 a month. And Friday, we're going to be doing another show. We do a show a week, and it's just Sue and myself and a few of you kids, and we hang around and talk. But you know what? What's interesting, Sue, is that we really do get all the Patreons ultimately watching it because the views are all there for it. So we do appreciate that. Daddy Bug, how come, Daddy? What's going on, my friend? Why aren't you? It has been far too long since I've had you up here. You are missed. Anybody but Richard. Can we have anybody? Richard, you had such a good show last. What? Not tonight, Richard. We love Richard. But because you were such an instrumental part of the last episode. And if you missed last episode called John Lennon Knows Your Name, there was such a triangle that had developed with young Jim, Richard Dolan, Rick Dolan, I call him Rick because I think it's cool, Rick, and Beetle Babe. And it's just crazy what was going on. Now I have my own theories. I thought there may be some, I don't know, crushes or boyish, because, Beetle Babe's a bit of a looker. And I thought maybe the guys are just getting a little too interested, as men, their manly feelings, Sue. As that,
you mean unrequited?
Well, it's unrequited. Yeah, that adds to some of the pathos about it all. Anyway, so that was all that. Okay, whoa. Massey, Johnny, that's not a way to handle it. That's no way to handle it at all. You got to be willing, okay? No guts, no glory, right? I love this comment. Good to see the old gang back together. It's exactly what we were going for here today. And it meant a lot to us, that Massey particularly, but Brother Brian, I like Brian. And, you got to give this kid credit. Coming back, battling the bottle. He had some real low moments, but he's back. He's doing great. It was nice seeing the boys getting along. Joel, this is all we've ever wanted. Okay, now, Jen, are you able to come up? I would happily talk because you were going to come up at the end of last show. I'd love to have a chat with you. That would be good. We could do that. Okay, and of course, obviously, it goes back and forth. Who's thin-skinned out, Johnny? So there's a challenge for you. And then Jen goes, no, I'm only coming up on the Patreon TV show. Okay, Jen, that's fair. We want everybody happy. Rachel, how many times? Look, I'm just friends. I know, Rick. Rick, I hear you. I'm just saying it seemed to me that there was something more going on. I don't know. I call it woman's intuition, my feminine intuition, but I could see the male heat rising up from you and Jim. Just talking about Beetle Babe, because there's no other logical reason for all the kerfuffling. And there is a hell of a lot of kerfuffling, guys. All right, let's take a look. Oh, that's a bit of a surprise. Here we go. David, you've been in love. You know what it's like. When you see two young guys, we got Rick Dolan, we got Spring Hill Jim, and Pretty Beetle Babe, they're going to have feelings. They're going to be boys, and boys will be boys, that kind of thing, David.
They're just human. They're only human.
You guys are only human.
Billy Joel would say.
Yeah. Anyway, how the heck you been, David? Good to see you.
Doing well.
Okay, so what's going on with the program? You one of these shows, you and Novice Nick end up talking to everybody.
David looks like he's traveling.
You get a lot. Yeah, are you in a hotel room?
I'm in a hotel.
Well,
Very
okay.
good. This producer's on her toes there.
The producer is working. She goes, "Where's Dave?" So where are you traveling to? Are you a Fuller Brush person? What's going on with that?
No, I'm a Kirby vacuum cleaner guy. I suck. But anyway, I'm in Ohio.
Oh, okay. We're talking, well, of course, Dayton. We just have Brother Brian from Dayton, Ohio. What part of Ohio are you in? Are you allowed to tell us that?
I'm in Eastern Ohio. I flew into Columbus.
I love this comment. Columbus, Ohio. Great. Of course, Chris, Columbus. We love it. I love that you and Babe made up. I love Beetle Babe. I'm a huge Beetle Babe fan, and I support this young lady. She went through a rough spot, But well, welcome to the human race. David, have you ever run across tough times? Have you ever had a difficult time in your life?
Oh, yes. In my younger days.
You are special to look at, Beetle Babe. Every girl puts themselves down this way. I don't know what it is. I'm one of the few that don't. Could be because I'm a trans woman. David, what do you make of all this news? My fellow trans sisters, we're nuts. Like, we're going nuts lately, and I don't know why we are. It's just crazy. But there's a lot of trouble in Ho-Town.
You're just very well adjusted. That's
all. Well, it goes, screw loose. But anyway, David, you have a great show, but those trivia things aren't easy for a dummy like me. So you got a trivia question contest. Johnny, don't put
make it
yourself
easier
down.
This week. I tried to make
do you have is it difficult trivia? Would you rate it New York Times crossword level difficulty?
It's name that tune kind of stuff.
Okay, and do you play like 3 seconds?
Yeah.
Oh, that can be a little tough. Okay. So I'm hearing Rick Dolan. I'm hearing from you. The reason I'm angry, don't let the sun go down in your wrath, Rick. You want to be cleaning your soul out of all that. And listen, Jib is a good boy. Okay. David will back me up. There's no such thing as a bad boy. We're here. We're a mentorship program. David, have you mentored anyone on your program? I've got young Jim under my wing right now, and I'm bringing him along. Have you mentored a youngster? Maybe Novice Nick is that youngster that you're mentoring.
Relatively speaking, he is. Yes,
absolutely. Great stream, Rach, and a lot of laughs off to bed. Okay, Simon, love you. Thanks so much for being here. All the support. It really is appreciated. Thanks for being a good sport. Folks, you can't take any of this seriously. Like if Rob's yelling at somebody or somebody, you just got to relax, everybody. You got to relax and have fun and don't worry about it. David, do you take any of this seriously at all? Or does certain things really get your bird or your gourd?
Just untruths are the only thing that I don't like.
Untruths. Well, yeah. Okay. So like, it's not even worth giving an example, but because that could actually get you upset. But I mean, there's so much nonsense that's said. I don't worry about all the crap that's said about me. And eventually, because you're still here at the end of the day, David, this is one thing I found. Experience has taught me literally that, I'm still here, so at the end of the day, what does it actually do? Pretty much
no harm, no foul.
Right? Yeah, no harm, no foul. And it just kind of move ahead of it all. Okay, good question. Anyone else watching the Olympics, or is it too woke for this crowd? Is it too woke? I don't think it's too woke. Because it's just athletes doing athletic stuff.
Canadians cheating at curling.
Was it cheating? I heard that.
He did a double push. So
Canadian curlers.
Yeah.
The Swedes.
Are they allowed to do it? I heard there was a rule where it's before the line. You can muck around with the rock before it crosses the line. After it crosses the line, that's when you can't touch it anymore. Yeah, I know. All I'm saying is, I'm not saying he was or what. I didn't even watch it. All I'm saying is that I saw the put definitely did it. But apparently, I think there's a thing. Maybe there's a thing where you're allowed to do it before the rock hits the line of departure, kind of thing. So who knows? So anyway, yeah,
there was a rule reversal after the double touch disaster. So I guess you're right. But they ruled and then they had to take it back.
So they ruled against him, and then they said, no, he's within his rights to do it.
Back in more ways, not only so they're good.
So the Canadian team's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't a rule violation after all. It just looked like one because the guy, he obviously did touch. Normally, traditionally, the idea is you throw the rock. They may change the rule, make a rule change. This has happened in sports often where one player or somebody kind of games the system legally, and then they go, well, we still don't want this happening. Like in the sport of hockey, like the reason they had the center line and the blue line, and the offside, so people wouldn't just sit in front of the net and then somebody would pass the puck all the way down and shoot into the net all the time. You just have 6 guys standing around a goalie. Okay, shoot it down here. One of us is bound to get it in on the guy. So that's why the puck has to cross the line before the guy. It stops people from just poaching or sitting there kind of nesting in front of the goalie kind of thing, right? Rachel, do you think Garry Kasparov is the best chess player in history? What a question. That's a great question. I love chess. I play chess. Garry Kasparov was the best player of his generation. Magnus Carlsen is the greatest player of his generation. Paul Morphy was the greatest player of his generation. And Bobby Fischer was the greatest player of his generation. Because of my bias, I'm born in 1958. I think Bobby Fischer is the greatest of all time. If he had available to him in pure talent, all the information that is available to Magnus Carlsen and Garry Kasparov in 2026, that would have been available in 1970, 69, especially 72, the World Championship with Boris Spassky. Fischer was off the charts. That's how you judge these guys. Who dominates the generation? And when you get these generational players, and then you see how good they are compared to their peers. Magnus Carlsen is also a really good guess, but because there's so many aids and computer help that's available to people now that was never available to earlier generations, really hard to do.
It was raw talent and brain power.
Yeah, absolutely magical. Paul Morphy played beautiful chess. Frank J. Marshall, I love the games of Frank J. Marshall. Not the strongest player by a long shot, but he just played a beautiful, beautiful form of chess. And if you know the game,
confused with Edward G. Marshall, of course.
Well, that's a whole different guy. E.G. We love E.G. Okay, so that's a great question. But Rachel, have you heard anything from? I haven't. This is, of course, sad story. Mrs. Dr. Robert's beloved wife did pass away after a long, hard-fought battle with cancer, and so that is a problem. It's just cancer sucks, right? It's the worst thing. There is a good documentary on Netflix about a female chess player better than Kasparov. It's not a documentary. Well, if there could be, if you're talking about the top, Judith Polgar is the world's strongest female player there has ever been, Judith Polgar. But she's nowhere. I don't even think she's the top 10 in the male best men chess players of all time. Judith Polgar would not even be mentioned in the same breath, the world's greatest female player. She wouldn't even rank probably in the top 20 best men of all time.
Couldn't even use the men's bathroom, I swear.
Well, the thing is that women have there's great, strong women chess players that beat anybody in our sphere of influence, including myself. But up against the very best of the men, no, they're ranking. They rate the strength of these players. As a matter of fact, they even created a separate division for them, so you can have a women's grandmaster or women's master title, international women's master. Because the standard is lower. Some people say it's because women are better multitaskers, but the focus requirement, that fingerness, fun. That's fun.
Okay. That was the wifey poo.
Okay, we love wifey poo. Okay, the Beatles were the best band ever that ever walked the planet Earth. Correct. There's no argument for me. And absolutely, yeah. So it's horrible. It's sad. It's awful. So that's the thing. Watch the documentary, Rachel. She actually beat Kasparov. Yeah, Nate, the problem is with chess, Judith Polgar can beat anybody. Anybody can beat anybody. I've watched Magnus Carlsen get beat by like a 2,500 rated female player. But the problem is play 24 games against Magnus Carlsen and then see who comes out. That's how you evaluate the world's greatest. Judith Polgar will herself admit that she's not in the same class as Garry Kasparov. She herself would admit it. And the fact that I'm able to mention her name, or Arena Krush is another one, or Jennifer Sade. These are all female masters, grandmaster level players. So a lot of talent out there. But
Sade plays chess. I didn't know that.
Who's that?
Sade.
Sade. No, Jen Shad.
Oh, sorry. I thought SAD.
I believe it's an Armenian surname.
I knew she was a smooth operator, but I didn't know, but
yeah, absolutely. Okay. Okay, that's really interesting. Cranberry sauce. Alan, I put Glenn Gould, Canada's Glenn Gould, classical, famous for the Bach variations. Bobby Fischer, together supremely talented at the top of their game and era. Jen, she enjoys the figure skating. I like all human athleticism is a remarkable thing, and it's a gift from our Lord and Creator, in my opinion. Amen. And so to see anybody excel in their craft, in their chosen sport, is a wonder to behold, and we're privileged to see people excel. I saw the great Pele, Edmundo Nestorantes, the great international footballer from Brazil, play. Amazing. I saw Ken Griffey Jr. play baseball along with Axelrod. Those two guys were playing for Seattle Mariners at the same time. So I was able to see two great talents play for the Mariners. So I saw Wayne Gretzky play with the Edmonton Oilers back at the very height of his powers and capability. So, I've been privileged to see some people. I haven't seen the great boxers. I think that would have been something to see. I mean, there was a period. Think about boxers in the Superman complex where you think nobody's ever going to beat Mike Tyson. No one's ever going to beat Cassius Clay or Muhammad Ali. Nobody's ever going to beat George Foreman. Fill in the blank. There's always somebody that can beat somebody else. And it's the same with chess. On any given day, somebody can beat somebody else. But to see the true evaluation of the true strength of somebody, that's the way it goes. As a matter of fact, I will look at the top ranked chess players in the world right now, and of all genders, right? In fact, I'm going to go, I'll do Grok on this, and I'll just ask it the top players of all time. Give me the top 20 chess players of all time by rating. And of course, they have the FI chess ratings. So here's the top 20 chess players of all time by rating. Peak ELO, they call it. Highest peak 5. So they're going to go dig it. And so we're looking for the top 20. So, and also Grok 4.2's out. So those that like or enjoy AI and playing around with it, definitely give Grok 4.2 a workout. Apparently, it's about 10 times smarter, faster than the previous one. Okay, let's see it all. Okay, confirmed. Okay, here we go. Listen, Magnus Carlsen, number 1. A lot of Russians. Karajikin. Okay, number 1, Magnus Carlsen of Norway, 28.82. Number 2, Gary Kasparov, 28.51. Number 3, Fabiano Caruana, U.S. and Italy. Levon Aronian from Armenia, 28.30. Wesley So, United States, Philippines, 28.22. Shakira Mamadiyadov, Azerbaijan, 28.20. Maxime Vachier, number 7, 28.19. So where's the top women lineup? I haven't even hit. There's 20. Okay. Where would the top woman be? Would the top woman be in this ranking? That's a good way to do it, right? So let's see where the top woman is. So she's not in the top 20 of all time. And right away it goes to Judith Polgar. I do believe Judith Polgar is the top rated woman of all time. Her top rating was 2735. So we'll take a look and see what it does. Okay, she's Okay, 270-34. Okay, here we go. Where would she fit? She is 64th overall on the authoritative Wikipedia-fied historic list. That
With
means
the same scaling.
Same scaling. 63 players, all men have a higher official peak rating than the best woman ever. She would not appear anywhere in the top 20 or even the top 50. She sits comfortably in the mid 60s on the extended all-time list. So yeah, very, very good player. At the exact moment she hit 2735, she was ranked world number 8 in July 2005. Her career high live world ranking. No woman has ever come close to that before or after. Current top active woman, Hu Yifan from China, Zhu Wenjun, China, are in the 2550 to the 2600 range. They aren't even in the top 100 ranked players in the world right now. So there really is a gender bias when it comes to chess. And there's a lot of psychology on that, why the case would be. But
well,
you will
very women don't think the same, honestly.
They don't. No, there's gender differences in all this.
I've been reading that. Yeah.
Oh, have you? Okay, very interesting. Like, are you just casual reading or an actual, like, here's the book and, I'm reading about boys?
Well, it's all, it's always been everything they try, everything tries to be equal, but there's a lot of parts of human nature.
We've lost something in all that, David. I think as a society, as a culture, we've lost a lot in that. There is shit that women can do that no guy can hold a candle to. Get out of their way.
Right.
I may be transgender, but I mean, I'm still got boy brain. I go in, Sue, where's my socks? Where the hell are my socks? They're right in front of you, and she'll. Can you get me a sandwich, Sue? I'm busy working, talking with David. Safe and sound Texas. So all this thing still goes on. That hardwired brain, stuff that goes on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we got ladies walking down the street.
Oh, we did get, okay. Yeah, we do get, like, I get the ladies when I'm out in a boot from time to time. I don't really do anything about it. I don't care about it. Like, I got my own issues, worked out kind of at this point, right?
But it's funny, it's usually always the hobos.
Yeah, well, it was like, a couple of street guys, a couple of, street characters go, hey, ladies,
Yeah.
Hi, boyfriend, potential boyfriend.
Yeah.
Judith Polgar had a controversial match against Garry Kasparov when she was 16. When he should have been disqualified for taking his hand off piece and changing his move. Yeah, exactly. You can't do that. Yeah, but these are pickup games. Like, they wouldn't meet in tournaments too much. It could happen, but generally they wouldn't be encountering each other too often. And of course, she never competed for the world championship against the men. She was never rated high enough to challenge for the world championship. Okay. Rach, I just finished watching The Harder They Fall with Bogart, a great boxing film. The Harder They Fall. Dirk Bogart or Humphrey Bogart?
Yeah, I know. I wondered which.
I think he means Bogart. Humphrey.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, do you think it's going to be Bogey or is it going to be Dirk Bogart? Reach it back. Hello, Sue in Texas, David. This is Novice Nick. So who was the last guest you had? Let's promote your show a bit. Tell us about the last guest you had.
I actually had the owner of Vintage Meal Records in Waco on my show last week. And next week, I'm going to have Adam Tiro on from The Freight, the band The Freight.
Oh, okay.
And his producer / engineer from his album.
So what kind of music did The Freight play? Like, how would you
like raw rock, kind of Boston-ish, kind of raw.
Oh yeah. Straight ahead rock and roll, I call that.
Yeah.
Catchy. Do they have hooks in their music? That sort of thing that you go.
Yep.
I like
Yeah,
a good hook.
they had their stuff mastered at Sterling, and it was pressed at Fidelity, and it sounds just top tier. Just top tier. Sounds wonderful.
Okay, David, your Arthur is better. Do you do an Arthur? You saying your Arthur impersonation is superior?
Are you a hooker? I just thought I was doing great with you.
That is like Offa.
It's Arthur.
That is Offa, the little drunk English Dudley
Give
Moore.
a friend $100. He came in second.
Beetle Babe, look what David's doing. He's doing Dudley Moore, your favorite. Holy smokes. So what night is the show on? Tell the kids.
Monday, 6:30 p.m. Central.
Monday at 6:30 p.m. Central. Sue, do you want to drop the link there and we'll make that happen for David? Safe and Sound Texas. Safe and Sound Texas is the channel. We've hit the 3-hour mark here. Yeah, David, I want to thank you for coming up. Help us. We're going to get the link to your channel before we go. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. What a memorable program. Great to have you in to put the little bow on it at the end. It was really great to see Brother
Your
Brian.
turntable's not dead. Third Man Records shirt. So
Third Man Records, ladies and gentlemen.
Turntable's not dead.
The pride of Detroit, Michigan.
Yes.
All right.
I got this in the UK, ironically, at their store.
Thank you, Johnny. The harder they fall, so now look for it. So
Just
everybody,
me and the guy with the camera,
Arthur, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, David, it's great to see you. Always great to have you up on the program.
Thanks for having me.
So Monday, 6:30, folks. Check in Central Time and on David and his program. And frequently, is Novice Nick a perennial favorite? Is he your wingman?
He's my co-host.
All right. So you get two great talents for the price of one. Thank you, Frank. Frank, I can't tell you how much I'm a fan of yours. I love you. Yeah. You and Mikey, get me on. We'll do some Beatles stuff together. I love you guys. I love being with you. And there are Third Man stores, ladies and gentlemen, in Nashville as well. So not just Detroit. You can do it both. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where you want to go for the fun. Safe and Sound Texas audio excursion featuring a cast of great videos and great people. People like Michael the Fremer have been actually so they got some great people in. Take care, everybody. From David, myself, and our cast of characters, and also Jim, I love you. There's no such thing as bad boy.
Take care.